everybody, this is John Fanta with Fox Sports and the Big East Digital Network.
Hi, this is Brad Sham, voice of the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm Nicole Auerbach.
Kevin Kugler of Westwood One.
Hi, everybody. It's Pete Pranica of the Memphis Grizzlies and Fox Sports Southeast.
Hi, this is Chuck Swirsky with the Chicago Bulls, our flagship station, 670 The Score.
This is Kyle Peterson with ESPN.
This is Tom Hart at ESPN and the SEC Network. Thanks for tuning in to the Washington Sports Digital Network.
In the Washita School of Performing Arts. We will conclude with the Washita Alma Mater, as performed by the Washita Tiger Marching Band under the direction of Austin Motley and Ryan Lewis.
Please pray. Our Father in heaven, we come to you today. Appreciation for the opportunity of football. We ask your hand of protection over each player and that you allow them to play with sportsmanship and in a way that honors you. We thank you for Jesus and his sacrifice, and it is in his name we pray. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets were clear, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag
Victory doesn't just happen on game day. It's earned in the sweat, the silence, the prep. No crowd, no lights, just focus. Because when something unexpected happens like an accident, you need a team that's ready. I've been fighting for clients for over 30 years. There's a reason we're still in the game. And at Taylor King Law, we don't just show up. We win. On your side, by your side. The winning side.
Hello, I'm Brett Rogers, President of Capital Technology Group. You might know us as Capital Business Machines, but our new name represents our growth as one of the state's leaders in business technology. When you've been around for 80 years like we have, you learn a thing or two about change. But what will never change is our commitment to our clients. We're still the same reliable team here to meet all your technology needs. Capital Technology Group is bigger and better than ever before. Learn more at captg.com.
I've heard people say Ouachita.
Wichita.
Achita.
Ouachita.
Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Ouachita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Ouachita.
Ouachita. Ouachita.
How would you pronounce it?
Ouachita.
Ouachita.
It's Ouachita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Ouachita, people. It's Ouachita.
Ouachita.
Visit the Ouachita campus store for all your Tiger apparel, merchandise, and gifts. If you need something to wear to show your Tiger pride, stop by the Ouachita campus store on the bottom floor of the Evans Student Center to grab a t-shirt, sweatshirt, polo, or more. If you can't stop by the store on campus, visit us online at bookstore.obu.edu. Make your purchase and we'll send it to you. Support the Tigers by checking out the Ouachita campus store. Go Tigers.
Owned by Ouachita alumni, Java Primo Coffee House, Cafe, and more in downtown Arkadelphia is a must-stop for everyone. Stop by in the morning for fresh coffee, a specialty coffee drink, or a full breakfast. Come back at lunch, or in the evening for burgers like the Primo Burger, the pulled pork burger, or the mac and cheese burger. Maybe it's a salad, a wrap, a quesadilla, or one of our varieties of pizza. And don't forget to top it off with a sweet treat that puts the cherry on top of a great meal. That's Java Primo on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia.
Tiger Nation, today we celebrate Senior Day here for Ouachita football.
We pause now to recognize an outstanding class of Tiger football seniors. 22 student-athletes who have distinguished themselves both on the field and in the classroom, and along the way have led Ouachita to 2 conference championships, a 44-8 overall conference record since 2021, and an historic 16th consecutive winning season. They are men of character and achievement, and ambassadors of excellence for Ouachita Baptist University. Let's meet the Tiger football class of 2025. First, we start with number 52, offensive lineman and student coach, Samuel Latisi. An active player for the Tigers in 2024, Samuel was declared physically unable to play for the 2025 season and has committed that season to coaching his teammates to success. He is a kinesiology, leisure, recreation, and sport administration major from Salem, Oregon. He is escorted today by his parents, Andrea and Funaki Latisi, and his girlfriend, Kylie Richard. Our next senior, number 3, defensive back, Stephen Weston Jr. A kinesiology, leisure, recreation, and sport administration major from Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Stephen is escorted today by his parents, Ramondo Weston and Stephen Weston Sr. In military service, but present in spirit today, is his brother, Kyan Weston. Next up, number 5, defensive back, Mario Ganter Jr. A business administration sport management major from El Dorado, Arkansas. Mario is escorted today by his parents, Demetria Ganter and Mario Ganter Sr., and members of his extended family. Next up, number 9, safety Malik Relaford. A kinesiology, leisure, recreation, and sport administration major from Malvern, Arkansas. Malik is escorted today by his mother, Jennifer Starkey, his stepfather, Kevin Starkey, his sister, Justice Relaford, and his brother, Willie Relaford. Next up, number 14, defensive back, Pierce Smalley. A business administration management and sport management double major from Hot Springs, Arkansas. Pierce is escorted today by his mother and stepfather, Faith Pierce and Ben Walker, and his father and stepmother, Nick Smalley and Christy Smalley. Our next senior, number 18, wide receiver Jeremiah Howard. A graduate student in exercise science from Chicago Heights, Illinois. Jeremiah is escorted today by Tiger football defensive backs coach, Mark Guerrero. Next up, number 22, linebacker Bruin Barnes. A finance major from Hamburg, Arkansas, Bruin is escorted this afternoon by his parents, Julie and Jean Barnes. Next up, number 29, safety Braylon Johnson. A kinesiology and education double major from Whitehall, Arkansas. Braylon is escorted today by his parents, Daryl Ann McCann and Joseph Neese, and his brother, Lincoln Neese. Next up, number 33, linebacker Jabari Farms. A psychology major from Stockton, California, Jabari is escorted today by his mother, Frankwell Moppins, his siblings, Janelle Farms, Jasmine Farms, and Monty Anderson, his fiancée, Amelie Zubia, his future mother-in-law, Letitia Zubia, and his little brother, Chan Zubia. Next up, number 37, defensive lineman Jackson Carter. A graduate student in exercise science from Bowen, Arkansas. Jackson is escorted today by his father, Jason Carter, his stepmother, Brittany West, his mother, Amber Carter, and siblings, Alexandria, Ainsley, and Addison Carter, and brother, Landon Bradley. Next up, number 38, defensive lineman Chris Bonner. A graduate student in curriculum and instruction from Selma, Alabama. Chris is escorted today by his father, Octavius Bonner, Aunt Janice Johnson, and girlfriend, Autumn Tribble. Next up, number 40, tight end, Braden Hendricks. A finance major from Collierville, Tennessee. Braden is escorted today by his parents, Susan and Scott Hendricks. Next up, number 41, kicker, Dax Jaggers. A kinesiology and leisure pre-professional studies major from Bethany, Oklahoma. Dax is escorted today by his parents, Misty and Chad Jaggers, and his girlfriend, Reagan. Our next senior, number 44, defensive back, Terrence Murray. A graduate student in curriculum and instruction from Bossier City, Louisiana. Terrence is escorted today by his mother, Josie Ann Murray. Our next senior, number 51, defensive lineman Max Dixon Jr. A kinesiology pre-professional studies major from San Jose, California. Max is escorted today by his parents, Maisha and Max Dixon Sr., and his grandmother, Vonda. Next up, number 59, offensive lineman Dylan Horton. A civil engineering major from Royal, Arkansas. Dylan is escorted today by his parents, Karen and Ty Horton. Next up, number 70, offensive lineman Jake Loganbill. A business administration management major from Van Alstyne, Texas. Jake is escorted today by his parents, Ray and Brent Loganbill. Next up, number 72, offensive lineman Hunter Nucci. A finance major from Dallas, Texas. Hunter is escorted today by his father and stepmother, Michael and Abby Nucci, and his mother and stepfather, Danielle and Maxie Garrett. Our next senior, number 74, offensive lineman Brett Barbary. A graduate student in curriculum and instruction, Brett is escorted today by his parents Jennifer and John Barbary and sister Baxley Barbary. Next up, number 87, tight end Garrison Jackson. An accounting major from Gentry, Arkansas, Garrison is escorted today by his parents Wendy and Nick Jackson and his fiancée Emma Anderson. Our final senior, number 95, defensive lineman Connor Shorp. A business administration, management, and finance double major from San Antonio, Texas. Connor is escorted today by his mother and stepfather, Christy Kayla Davis and Greg Davis, and stepmother and father, Nikki Shorp and Greg Shorp. Tiger Nation, this is your 2025 Ouachita Tiger Football Senior Class.
At Berry & Turnage, we specialize in bringing the law to your corner. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. With over 30 years of experience and a proven track record of success, Berry & Turnage is here to lead you down a path to the results you need. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them. Berry & Turnage. Serious injuries require serious attorneys.
It's an ordinary day. Stephanie's driving home from school, like she does every day. Since she's almost home, she takes a quick glance at her phone, like she does every day. She arrives safely, like she does every day. It's another ordinary day. But then, something out of the ordinary happens. Distracted driving kills.
Victory doesn't just happen on game day. It's earned in the sweat, the silence, the prep. No crowd, no lights, just focus. Because when something unexpected happens like an accident, you need a team that's ready. I've been fighting for clients for over 30 years. There's a reason we're still in the game. And at Taylor King Law, we don't just show up.
We win. On your side, by your side. The winning side.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. There are so many threats to IT these days, and we're here to help protect your data and devices. We're also by your side when things simply go wrong, whether it's servers crashing or printers breaking. We cover it all for our clients in all types of businesses. And with over 80 years of history in Arkansas, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. Sign up for a free consultation at captg.com.
Captains for this afternoon's coin toss are for Northwestern Oklahoma, number 1, Pedro Cox, number 40, Aiden Lewis, number 45, Carter Morris, and number 64, Jesus Lara. Representing the senior class for the Ouachita Tigers, number 33, Jabari Farms, number 41, Dax Jaggers, number 59, Dylan Horton, and number 95, Connor Short. Good afternoon, my name is Andrew, Bureau 3, this will be on.
Northwestern, you're on the visiting scene. You have the call. That's heads. That's tails. What's your call?
Heads.
Heads is the call. It is a call. You won the toss. You want a fur? Northwestern, one toss, like to the fur.
And now, Tiger Nation, let me hear you roar! This is your 2025 Washita
Washita, the big favorite today against Northwestern Oklahoma State University, but I tell you, the Rangers are riding high after a win last week, so this will be interesting to see how they come out.
Yeah, they did get their first win of the year last week, and it was a homecoming game for them. They won 33-32 over Southern Nazarene. Of course, last year at Washita and Southern Nazarene met the day before Halloween, and we remember that actually on Halloween last year because it's a Thursday game. We remember how that one turned out, and so I think this team will be ready for this and come out and ready. But this Northwestern team that has struggled this year, this is a team in Washita that's been getting better. You want to see that continued improvement from these Tigers, because once you get through this game, they've got two really tough ones coming up.
Washita will send its offense onto the field first. They're set now for the kickoff. We are ready for football. Let's welcome the voice of the Tigers, Rex Nelson.
Thank you, Dr. Jeff Root. Washita will get the kick, as Jeff said. They will be moving right to left in this first quarter of play. Carter McElhaney and Bo Baker will be the deep men again for Washita on this first Saturday in November. They always remember what you do in November, as they say in college football. So we'll see how Washita gets November started. Taken by Baker at the 1. Brought out over the 5, over the 10, over the 20, over the 25, over the 30, over the 35, all the way out to the 36-yard line, and a very good return to start this football game.
One of the first teams we've seen actually kick deep to Washita in a while, and Bo Baker gets a great return that time, and looked like the Seas were going to part, and he might be able to go all the way. They did do a good job getting him down, but still great field position, as you said, as they're going to give him, maybe give him the 30s. They're going to say 36. Yeah.
So first down and 10. Washita set in the middle of the field. The true freshman, Trey Nichols, is the quarterback. Chris Henley Jr., his running back, set to his right. They send McElhaney in motion right to left to start this football game. They're going to start out throwing. Looking, they're going deep. They've got a receiver caught. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Promised land. That did not take long. Carter McElhaney, touchdown, Washita.
Nothing special there. Just send Carter McElhaney, the fastest man on the field, on a deep post route. Actually almost ran into the back judge. The back judge did a good job getting out of the way, and nice protection there. And Nichols just delivers a strike and touchdown in one play. Washita's on top 7, or about to be on top 7-0 after an extra point.
I like the call, Dr. Root, to go deep to start the game.
I really like the time the offensive lineman gave him also. He had two deep receivers open. He threw the one farthest down the field, and McElhaney has great speed and got under it. He's got quite an arm, and that was quite a catch. And I'm like Richard, I thought it might be a tackle by the official, but he just did get out of the way.
Give credit to the official there. That was some fancy footwork.
Dax Jaggers' extra point is good. Washita 7, Northwestern Oklahoma nothing. Washita football 2025 continues in 30 seconds here on the Washita Football Network.
Let Domino's cure your cravings by ordering online, calling us at 246-3131, or dropping by and seeing us on Pine Street in Arkadelphia. Join Domino's Rewards and begin earning rewards in just 2 visits. Check out our $6.99 mix and match and make the whole family happy. You might as well throw in a stuffed crust pizza, a sandwich, pasta, stuffed cheesy bread while you're at it. Check out other deals on our app or at Domino's.com.
One play, 64 yards. Ouachita leads at 7-0 with still 14:41 left in the first quarter.
So in the first minute of play, Dax Jaggers will now kick off for Ouachita. Kick goes into and out of the back of the end zone, as we're so used to from Dax Jaggers.
Yeah, he's so good at that. Really no wind at all today. The flag is down, but man, we talked about it earlier, but the weather is just amazing today.
That feels great.
It's no wind. You see a little bit of color starting to come through in the trees, low 60s. I mean, not overly sunny, just a perfect day for football, and so glad to be bringing it to you. And the Tigers, you know, you struggled last year against a team you should have beat on Halloween. This year they want to come out and leave no doubt. So the first play, they go deep, get the touchdown. We'll see what the defense can come out here and do.
Caleb Deal out of Frisco, Texas, as in the real deal, is the quarterback. Deal's got one running back set to his left. He comes out of the shotgun, gives left, and it's going to be a gain up to the 28-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7 for Northwestern.
Khalil Smith, second leading tackler for these Tigers, gets in there and makes the tackle. And this is not a Northwestern team that's had a ton of success running the football, but they go to it there on first down.
Deal, as we heard in the Casey's interview with the Northwestern coach, has improved steadily for Northwestern. Had almost 100 yards rushing himself last week in the win. Here's the give on the ground again, and this time nothing doing, Jeff. Leading the way for Ouachita that time, Cortavian McMillan.
Yeah, the defensive interior really bounced him outside. He had nowhere to go inside. He bounced outside. McMillan got there quickly and made the tackle.
And so it's no gain, 3rd and 7, Richard, passing down for Northwestern.
Yeah, crowd's coming alive. They average about 160 yards a game passing, but they have thrown some interceptions this year. These are kind of those times when the Ouachita defensive backs, you got a lot of seniors out there going to be kind of looking out there and seeing what they can see.
Northwestern moving left to right. They set on the near hash mark on 3rd down and 7. Deal, straight drop back, has time, goes left side, caught. And let's see where they say the tackle was made. They're going to give him the first down, Jeff, at the 35.
Yeah, he came back for the ball but caught it just as he got to the 35-yard line. Then he was hit and driven back, but they give him a good spot, and it's a first down.
Yeah, and Ganter Jr. slipped a little bit coming out of the break. I think he would have had a chance on that ball if he just didn't lose his footing a little bit there.
So first down, 10 yards to go for the Rangers of Northwestern. They have black helmets, white jerseys, black numerals, and black pants on today. Deal out of the backfield. Gives to his, we got whistles now as he was giving on the jet sweep. We'll see what this is, Richard.
I think we had a legal formation out there, and that play never happened. There was tackle.
False start. Offense. Number 65. 5-yard penalty. First down.
But it didn't matter. They're going to be moved 5 yards back.
First down and 15. Ball will be at the 30-yard line. Ouachita leads 7-0, 12:42 remaining in the first quarter. 2 receivers to either side for the Rangers. Deal again out of the shotgun. 1 running back set to his left. Will throw. Throws left. Has a receiver, but the tackle made immediately there, Jeff, at the 35. That's a gain of 5 back to the original line of scrimmage, and it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, they've got a 2nd and long now because of that penalty. If you are a team trying to pull an upset, you just can't have unforced errors, and they had one on first down, so they got that yardage back, but it's still 2nd and long.
2nd and 10 from the 35. Set on the far hash mark this time. Trips to the near side. That is the wide side of the field. Deal with 1 running back to his right. Going to pass it again. In trouble. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to run for it. He's to the 40. He's up over the 40, short of the first down. Forced out of bounds on the far sideline. That is the Northwestern sideline at the 41, Richard. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Yeah, pretty good little scramble that time. He saw some green and got out there and really sets up a very manageable 3rd down, even more manageable than the last one that they converted. So it'll be interesting to see what they do here. I think they're still going to have to pass, but now if you're that Ouachita defense, you got to think, all right, Deal's got some legs. He's not afraid to run it, and you got to keep that in the back of your mind. He's limping a little bit. He's going to stay in the game. I'm sure he'll be okay, just shaking it off.
Call it 3.5 as they spot it right between the 41 and the 42. On third down, Deal pitches on the option, and Ouachita snips it out, and it's going to be short of the first down. Short by a yard, Jeff.
That was a big hit by Farms on the far side. Now a flag goes down.
On that far sideline, they say a late hit on Ouachita, Richard?
Yeah, I think they're going to say a push over
wow.
there. That's unfortunate after you stopped on third. It was all in the sidelines over there.
You hate to give Northwestern any momentum, but this is going to take it past midfield if it's a personal foul.
Yeah, well, there was a Tiger on the ground, and they were kind of getting tangled up, and one of the Tigers came over and knocked off the Northwestern player that was on top of them, and it didn't look like a ton, but I don't think
after the play, personal foul, late hit out of bounds, number 33, defense. 15-yard penalty, first down.
Obviously not happy about that, as Northwestern would have been punting the football. Instead, they're going to have it with a fresh set of downs, Jeff, all the way down at the Ouachita 41-yard line.
It was a ferocious tackle on the sideline, so that may have gotten the emotions up on Northwestern's side, but it was just talk until the push. That caused the penalty.
Let's call it the 42. So first down and 10, Richard. This defense going to have to stand up now.
Yeah, they had stood up, and the penalty really hurts them. One of their own makes that penalty, and now Northwestern in Ouachita territory.
Yeah, just can't have that lack of discipline right there. Deal out of the shotgun. Pitches on the sweep. Coming left for very short yardage for Northwestern is R.J. Kyle. He is a junior wide receiver out of San Antonio.
Carla has some speed, and so they wanted to get him outside, but when he saw the crowd coming, he just ran out of bounds with a short game.
Yeah, there was no tackle credited there. He just went out of bounds, like you said. I don't think Ortego kind of blew that up, though, just pushing it even further, the whole pile back further and further, and they're going to give him about a yard.
About a yard and a half. We'll call it 2nd and 8 from the 40-yard line of Ouachita. Moving left to right, set on the far hash mark. Northwestern trailing Ouachita early 7-0. Deal out of the shotgun again. He keeps it this time. Tries to dive forward, but doesn't get that much. They will give him the 37-yard line, and Jeff, now a big 3rd and 5 play.
Second consecutive play where a defender did not make contact before he went down. Once out of bounds, that time he just dove forward, made a couple of yards.
3rd and 5, Richard. I think with their record, though, they probably consider this 4-down territory.
Well, yeah, I think you might as well go for it. I mean, if you punt it, and if they don't get anything here and they punt it and it goes to the end zone, what do you gain? 20 yards, maybe 18? What are they at? Yeah, so you don't gain a whole lot.
3rd down and 5. Let's see if the Tiger defense can get a stop at the 37 of Ouachita. Wide receivers to either side. 2 running backs this time for Deal. Deal rolls to his right, looking to pass, throwing. Got a receiver down at the 26-yard line. That's a gain of 9 and another first down, Jeff, as it was R.J. Kyle again.
Best pass of the day so far for Deal. He really hit him right on the sideline. The defender was in the area but couldn't get to him in time because of the very pinpointed pass. Nice play by Northwestern.
First down and 10. They're putting together, with help from Ouachita on that penalty, pretty nice little drive here, Richard.
Yeah, and I really like what they did that time. Get the rolling pocket. Deal's got some pretty good wheels, and that time they just kind of get them away from the pressure, and that was a really good pitch and catch, like Dr. Root said.
First down and 10. Ball at the 26 of Ouachita. Will this defense break? It's certainly bending right now. Deal on the pitch, looking for running room, not finding any. Lost back to the 30-yard line. Running back on the pitch was Merrick Judd. He's a sophomore out of Helena, Oklahoma, but he had nowhere to go, Jeff.
The second time they've used a wide receiver as a running back on this drive. Kendall Williams with a nice hit for the loss.
2nd and 13 now, and you would expect the Rangers to go back to the air, Richard.
Yeah, they've had more success passing. They've actually run kind of a lot of jet sweeps. They haven't gotten a whole lot there. Their best plays have been the passing game so far. Just kind of out routes is what they've been going with.
2 wide receivers to either side. Straight drop back throw, left side. Caught, forced out of bounds, however, at the 23. Gain of 6. 3rd and 7, but certainly in 4-down territory here, Jeff.
Very much so, and he's throwing the ball well enough. I would think they would be not hesitant at all to go back to the air here. He's really hitting his targets well. That was a short pass, a short gain, but it was on target.
Well, if you include the penalty, Rex, they've converted every third down on this drive.
Yep, you're right. 3rd and 7 at the 23 of Ouachita is where they spot the ball out of the shotgun. Straight drop back again. Throwing toward the end zone. It is intercepted. It is intercepted by Ouachita. The Tigers have come up with the early turnover. It's the junior out of Joe T. Robinson, Gabe Bonner.
And you could kind of tell when it left his hand, Rex, that was overthrown. And Bonner, just the deep safety, saw it, was able to run under it. 10th interception for Northwestern Oklahoma this year. And Ouachita, which is number 1, tied with Ferris State for number 1 in the country in turnover margin. Number 3 in the country in turnovers forced with 22, forces another. That's what the defense have done so good all year.
And we've said it a lot, Jeff. Bend but don't break. They bent, but they didn't break.
Ouachita has now 10 interceptions on the year from 8 different players, the second one of the year for Bonner.
Nichols gives to McElhaney on the sweep. McElhaney shoots a man, and we got a late flag down as he's got a first down out at the 35. Let's see what the flag is.
I think it was an unfair juke is what that was. No, man, they're going to call holding, I think. But what a move from Carter McElhaney that time. They wanted to get him on the edge. Obviously, they wanted to get him the ball in this game. They like his speed.
And it is going to come back,
Offense,
unfortunately.
number 18. 10-yard penalty is for the foul.
I looked at it.
First
I
down.
didn't see much of a hold there. Both of them were slinging each other around some, but that's going to hurt the Tigers. But they've got big play potential. We saw that on the first drive.
They move it back to the 16, so it'll be first down and 14 now for Ouachita. On first down, Nichols out of the shotgun, gives to Henley. Henley's got a pretty nice hole. He goes up over his 20 to the 22. That's 6 yards. 2nd and 8. Jeff, we've watched this whole team get better and better, but I think especially the offensive line in recent weeks.
Oh, I could not agree more. They're getting good work from their veterans like Dylan Horton, and the younger guys are really coming through as well.
On 2nd down and 8, let's see if they go back to Henley. They send him in motion now as he moves back out to the right. Now he will come back next to his quarterback, Trey Nichols. Nichols is going to pass, so Nichols can't find anybody open. He's going to tuck. He's got running room. He's over the 30. He's over the 35. He's over the 40. He's over the 45. He's out to the 47-yard line. First down, Ouachita.
Well, they brought a blitzer up the middle. He was a free linebacker up the middle, and the great thing about Nichols is when he sees that, he knows he's faster, and so he just outrun it. Actually, it was the defensive end that stunted around that time, and when the defensive end stunts, there's nobody on the outside, so he was able to just get out there, put a great move on a linebacker, picks up a big gain.
That was a 25-yard gain, Jeff.
It was a wonderful run, too. He made a great move midway through and went right by a safety.
2 wide receivers either side. Pitch to McElhaney, who came in motion. He's got running room. He hits that sideline and may be gone. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Promised land. No. Flags down. Carter McElhaney has just gone 53 yards for the touchdown. Ouachita.
Heck of a run by McElhaney, and how many times have we said this, Rex? There's a safety out there that had the angle on him easily, and McElhaney just outran him to the end zone, gets the touchdown. 2 big plays for McElhaney, 2 50-yard plus plays for a touchdown. Fastest guy on the field does it again.
Woo! He showed some speed, Jeff.
Oh, he really did, and I love the fact that Jeremiah Howard, who had held on the previous play, that time made a beautiful block to help make that touchdown work out.
Dax Jaggers, extra points good. It's Ouachita 14, Northwestern Oklahoma nothing. 6:03 left in the first quarter. Ouachita football 2025 presented by Pigeon Hot Springs continues from Cliff Harris Stadium in Arkadelphia in 30 seconds here on the Ouachita Football Network.
At Knight Insurance Professionals, we offer local expertise, a professional experience, and the attention to detail that you deserve. Knight Insurance Professionals offers a comprehensive list of commercial and personal insurance products and can fit their products to your needs. Insurance can be complicated. Let us take care of it for you. It's the assurance you're looking for when it comes to protecting what's important to you. Knight Insurance Professionals at 10th and Caddo in Arkadelphia. 870-246-3700. Local, professional, personal.
80 yards for Ouachita. 53 of it came on the last play. Next to the last play was a 25-yard run by the quarterback, and then he pitched it wide to McElhaney, who ran 53 yards down the sideline for the score.
He's having a good day.
Well, we've had 2 pretty scoring plays already, haven't we, Richard?
Yeah, first one a long pass to Carter McElhaney. That was the, how long was that pass? 64. And then this was the 53-yard run.
Yep.
I mean, and
his stats are already looking pretty good.
And we've only, Chris Henley had a carry earlier. That was a good-looking run. I mean, he's getting, talk about Chris Henley Jr., about players getting better. Man, he had a great week last week, getting better, and then we had the great run from Nichols. So everything clicking on offense. The defense let them drive a little bit on that last drive. We'll see if they can clean that up here as they go back out.
Dax Jaggers will kick off for Ouachita. It is Ouachita 14, Northwestern Oklahoma nothing. 6:03 still remaining in the first quarter. I'm a little bit worried about because the rain last week, but a lot of people came out. This is not a big-name opponent, but good crowd, Jeff.
Yeah, it's a really nice crowd. A lot of students here, alumni coming out as well.
Kick taken at the 3. This one is going to be returned, but not far. Out to the 18. We say it and say it, Richard. You should fair catch against Ouachita. That was Gavin West, a redshirt freshman from Cabot.
Yeah, Gavin Vest. He's done that several times. He had a couple big plays last week on the kickoff too, so he's going to be a good one. You like seeing those young guys getting out there on kickoffs and making plays, and he's done it several times this year. And yeah, they're short of the 20 again.
Yep, and I like the enthusiasm that Vest showed, Jeff. A lot of enthusiasm on this team right now as they go for their 5th consecutive victory.
Yeah, they're definitely ready to play, and the crowd is ready to cheer. They've had a lot to cheer about so far.
First down and 10 from the 19. Caleb Deal, the quarterback for the Rangers of Northwestern. Deal sends a man in motion from left to right. Bad snap. Gibbs on the bad snap, and it's going to be short yardage this time for Zeke Luna. Did a good job just picking it up, Richard, and getting positive yardage as he did get it off to Luna out to the 23.
Yeah, actually pretty good for considering how that play started. It was one of those, sometimes the fumble changes the timing on everything, and it may have helped. And that time may have done it, but Ouachita does get the tackle. It was Pierce Smalley, I believe, in on the tackle there for the Tigers. One of those seniors from senior day.
Second down and 6. Ball at the 23-yard line. Deal again coming out of the shotgun, running back to his right this time. They send trips to the near side on second down. He is going to pass. Sets up. Can't find anybody open. Going to run now at the 25. Forced out of bounds on the near sideline at the 27. That's another 4 yards, and Jeff will bring up 3rd and 2.
Deals played well except for that one pass that he overthrew for the interception. Made a nice run there, stepped out of bounds. Probably could have gotten a little closer to the first down, but he stepped out of bounds. He's going to be full speed for the next play. He did limp a little bit after a tackle earlier in the quarter, but he is looking full speed right now.
Let's see what they do on 3rd and 2 here, Richard. Ouachita's been pretty good against the run in recent weeks.
Yeah, they've been better passing the ball, Northwest Oklahoma, but this is kind of a running situation sometimes here. We'll see what they do.
3rd down and 2 for Deal. Deal with the running back set to his left. He is going to fake, going to keep it himself, going to turn the corner, going to have the first down. Good job by Deal, Jeff, getting out there and getting to the 30 and getting 3 yards when he just needed 2.
And yet he's going to come out of the game. He's really limping.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he is going to have to come out.
He kind of went for a slide, but it was a little awkward how he went down there. He was getting hit as he went down. Hopefully he's going to be okay, and he's going to get stretched out and be able to come back in. But coming in the ball game now for him will be the backup quarterback.
Jax Bernard.
Jax Bernard, yeah.
Yeah, Jax Bernard. He is a freshman from Fairview, Oklahoma. Ouachita, of course, going with a freshman quarterback in Nichols, so we'll see how this freshman does on 1st and 10 from the 30. Bernard out of the shotgun. Gibbs on the ground. Didn't call anything fancy for him on that first play, and it's only going to be a yard, Jeff, for Zeke Luna, the sophomore out of Midland, Texas.
Yeah, Luna is a big back, but he ran into some bigger linemen that time and didn't get very far. A lot of action on the far sideline between the receiver and Weston. No penalty, but the officials are talking to both of them, and now the Northwestern coaches have pulled that receiver out of the game.
2nd and 9 for Northwestern, working from its 31. Ouachita leads 14-0, 3:20 left in the first quarter. Bernard out of the shotgun. Luna running back set to his right. Going to pass right down the line of scrimmage, and it's blown up. It's going to be a loss back to the 19-yard line. Receiver on the play was Merrick Judd, but Ouachita was there waiting on him.
Yeah, it was Mario Ganter Jr. just fighting through the block and getting back there and making the tackle. We've seen that a lot over the years, Rex. He's a very physical corner. You love to see it. So gets back there and makes the play, and now the freshman out there on 3rd and long. Not the situation you want to be in.
3rd and 11 from the 29 following the loss of 2. 2 wide receivers now to either side for Bernard. He has one running back set to his left on 3rd down and 11. Out of the shotgun, low snap, picks it up, in trouble, having to scramble back to his 15, and he'll just throw it away. Oh, no, he had a receiver. Was it caught? I think they say, was he out of bounds or caught? Officials are talking about it. Caught! Oh, my goodness, Jeff, out of the 44-yard line.
Oh, wow. He heaved it downfield kind of on a prayer there, but his receiver saw it, stopped, came back for it, and made the catch. A beautiful play by the receiver, and the quarterback stayed alive just long enough, throwing under pressure from Justin Crutchmer.
He was basically trying to throw it away. That's unbelievable,
Yeah,
Richard.
I don't think he was in bounds when he caught that, but that's one of those underthrow it by 5 yards works to your benefit.
Yep. Didn't think he was in bounds either, but they give him the catch out at the 44-yard line. So they will come out of the pistol this time, go on the ground, very little there. Out to the 46-yard line. On the run is Kadrick Cobbs that time, gain of 2, 2nd and 8, Jeff, from the 46.
And we haven't seen Mr. Bernard run the ball, but without Deal, they're not getting much on the ground.
And now it appears Cobbs is hurt. So they've already had their quarterback shaken up and one of their top running backs shaken up, Richard.
Yeah, and the quarterback is walking around there on the sidelines and Deal, and he's got a little bit of limp, but he's walking around okay. So you wonder if he'll be able to go back in, but no word yet. But, yeah, they converted another 3rd down passing, and like we said, just a weird play, underthrown by 5 yards, and the receiver just happened to see it in time to get back to it.
2nd and 8 from the 46 as we'll have a short stoppage of play, but Cobbs does go out, Jeff, under his own power.
Cobbs has been splitting time with Luna, and I imagine they'll just send Luna back into the game for a play or two to give Cobbs a bit of a break.
Cobbs is a senior. He is a transfer from Texas San Antonio. Luna is a sophomore. He's a transfer from Eastern New Mexico, where I have called a game from. Ouachita was in the Lone Star Conference for a while with Eastern New Mexico. So is Michael Westbrook. It's the middle of nowhere, isn't it, Michael? The stadium is between towns. I mean, it's build it and they will come. Low snap, picks it up, throws it away. Incomplete, 3rd and 8.
Yeah, that was just way high as he was trying to get to Ivory Wright out there. And if he gets it on time, Wright's got time to turn and get a few yards, but wasn't able to do it. And you're right, 3rd and 8 here. The last time they converted, it was not pretty, but they did convert. Ouachita brought the blitz that time. We'll see if maybe they sit back this time and see if they can force a turnover.
The freshman quarterback, Jax Bernard, is in there after Caleb Deal was shaken up a little earlier. So 3rd down and 8, Northwestern working from its 46-yard line. Working left to right with 1:12 remaining in the first quarter. Bernard out of the shotgun with trips to his left, one man to his right. Rolls to his left, looks to his left, fires too high, too far, and they're going to have to punt the football, Jeff, on 4th and 8.
Bernard really off on his 2 passes here on 2nd and 3rd down. They thought he might become the starting quarterback and beat out Deal. He's had some playing time this year, but coming in, hitting only 51% of his passes, and you can see wow in the last 2.
So Ouachita will get the punt. I keep waiting for Nate Stafford to break one. Richard, he's been close in recent weeks.
Well, they've got him deep, and they've got Howard short to just kind of guard on that short punt so they don't have to run up and make a big play on it.
Snap's a good one. Kick is a high spiraling kick. Stafford will allow it to bounce. Ouachita will be backed up inside the 20. They will mark it, Jeff, at the 18-yard line.
Just a perfect kick, very high, and
nice
it landed just out of bounds, and so really a good job of preventing a punt return by the Tigers.
So we'll see what this offense does now, Richard, having scored quickly on big plays on each of its first 2 possessions.
Yeah, Carter McElhaney on both of them, and we'll see if they go have another big play here, another long sustained one. But looks like we've got an official timeout on the field.
We got a media timeout, so we'll pause. It's Ouachita 14, Northwestern Oklahoma nothing. Ouachita football 2025 presented by Visit Springs continues in 30 seconds here on the Ouachita Football Network.
Make Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street or visit their website at printmaniatees.com. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business, Print Mania has been serving the area since 1992. Call Print Mania today at 870-246-3803.
Northwestern Oklahoma State 0. Ouachita has had 2 possessions. They've scored very quickly on each. 1-play 64-yard drive, Nichols and McElhaney, and a 3-play 80-yard drive, 53-yard run for a touchdown by McElhaney. Now the Tigers have the ball back for their 3rd possession, but they got a long way to go.
Got Lyric Treadwell in there now. I wouldn't be surprised to see him try to establish the running game now on this possession. Richard.
Yeah, and Lyric Treadwell, he's a big play threat. He's got lots of speed out there. But, yeah, I think they want to do some ground and pounding in this one. They've got a big package out there.
1st down and 10. They will give to Treadwell on the counter, and he's got running room. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Nobody is going to catch him. He is to the house. 1-play, 82-yard scoring drive. Lyric Treadwell, touchdown, Ouachita.
Well, you could tell right when he broke through the line of scrimmage there that he was going a long way. They did a great job kicking out on that block to really spring him. Was Brett Barbary. He's one of the seniors. He comes around, pulls, kicks out the defensive end, and then after that, it's just good night. He's outrunning everybody the rest of the way. Garrison Jackson also tight end, great blocking, and good run.
Dax Jagger's kick is up and good. Dr. Root, I'm just thinking, you've had 2 good first quarters. You do Arkadelphia High School. They led 35-0 in the first quarter last night. So you have, as of right now, outscored your opponents 56-0 in the first quarter.
It is pretty nice, isn't it? Yeah, that game ended well for the Badgers last night. I think this game's going to end well for the Tigers. Another quick drive, 1-play, 82 yards. Treadwell, he's got tremendous speed. I mean, this guy is a really fine biology major, and he can tell you exactly what the chemicals are that make you fast. Well, he's got them because those legs were churning. There were guys with an angle that couldn't reach him.
Well, he dissected that defense like a formaldehyde frog that time, the biology major did. So Ouachita will kick off here. I didn't go to the spot because we're almost to the end of the quarter, and we just come out of a spot. That's how fast Ouachita scored, Richard.
They've had 2 1-play scoring drives, and the other one was about 4 or 5 plays. So they have not had much on offense.
21-0 Ouachita. Dax Jaggers kicks the football off. It will be taken at the 4, returned out to the 10, out to the 15, only to the 23-yard line. Another good job by Ouachita's Gavin Vest. Again, a redshirt freshman out of Cabot. He's just been everywhere on kick coverage today.
He really has. What a super job. Ouachita in good position again. The defense didn't get a lot of rest, but I think they're excited about the score right now. Let me clarify, Mr. Treadwell knows all about the DNA that is going to help make you fast and how to work out, not other kinds of chemicals, okay?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. 1st down and 10. Ball is spotted at the 24-yard line. Out of the shotgun, and they brought Deal back in there. Deal gives on the ground, and it's short yardage up to the 26. But you were right. He wasn't shaking up that badly, Richard. He's back in the game.
Well, good to see him back out there. He's kind of had some leg stuff bothering him the whole game, it looks like. He's going to gut it out. That time, they love this jet sweep. They've done it a lot that time. Yep. Give it to Isaiah Taylor, and the turf monster just kind of got him as he got in the middle of the field there. But they've done that a lot. Haven't had a whole lot of success. You kind of wonder if they're going to fake that later and try something off of it. because they've used it a lot so far.
It was a gain of 2, 2nd and 8 from the 26. Ouachita leading 21-0. This will be the last play if they get it off even. I don't know that they're going to. 3, 2, 1 into the first quarter. At the end of one quarter of play, it's Ouachita 21, Northwestern Oklahoma nothing. Ouachita football 2025 presented by Visit Springs continues in 60 seconds here on the Ouachita Football Network.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. Our team of experts can become your outsourced IT department, solving problems even before you know about them. We provide and maintain everything from servers and network infrastructure to printers and digital copiers. As a family business with over 80 years of history in Little Rock, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. If you're ready to get your IT in order, visit captg.com and sign up for a free consultation.
Arkadelphia's newest entertainment option is open and ready for business. Tea Time Sims brings world-class indoor golf simulators to Arkadelphia, allowing you to practice, play, and perfect your swing in a comfortable setting. Check out our Facebook page to learn about our monthly tournaments, closest to the pin showdowns and long drive battles. Learn more and book your tee time at teatimegolfarkansas.com.
Action just about to begin. Ouachita 21, Northwest Oklahoma State University 0. Ouachita has scored 3 touchdowns with its very fine offense in only 5 plays.
And they're averaging 39 yards a play.
2nd down and 8. Deal with one running back set to his left. That is Zeke Luna. 2nd and 8, 2 wide receivers to either side for the Rangers of Northwestern. Low snap, he picks it up, looking, throwing left side, one-on-one coverage out of bounds. Could not get it to his intended receiver, but it was really good coverage out there by Malik Relaford for Ouachita.
Yeah, he was with him step for step, and almost kind of think they may have been trying to throw like one of those back shoulder throws, that time back shoulder fade, but just too high and out of bounds. Another 3rd down coming up, and Northwestern Oklahoma has converted 4 of 6 third downs so far. Just the 2 they failed on have kept them too far from being able to score, but they have been pretty good on 3rd down so far.
3rd down and 8 from the 26-yard line. Deal again with one running back to his left, Luna. 2 men to the right, 1 split to the left. He's looking to the right. He's throwing to the right. It's too high. Incomplete, and Stephen Weston, Jeff, on the coverage that time. So 4th and 8, Northwestern will have to punt again.
Very tight coverage. I was a little nervous about whether or not it was too tight, but the ball sailed over both of their heads, and so
it was
clearly
uncatchable.
Incompletion for sure.
Yeah, if that was closer, they might would have called something.
But
right.
uncatchable.
Yeah, uncatchable. Yeah.
4th down and 8 from the 26. So again, we'll see if maybe Stafford can get a good return here for Ouachita. The punter, Christian Hollins, is set up back at his 10-yard line, gets it out of there. Another beautiful high punt. This one's taken at the 32. Stafford over the 40, over the 45, over the 50, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, and we've got whistles. What on earth?
They stopped at mid-play. Was it?
Why is?
Was it that it never happened? Did they? I've never seen it stopped in the middle of a play.
Why was it blown dead when the guy's running for a touchdown?
They threw a flag, but then they blew the whistle.
Yeah,
while
but
he's
you
still
can't
running.
blow the whistle when you throw a flag.
Right.
Unless it was a procedure penalty beforehand, but
I wonder if they lost track of the fact that he was still running past them.
I think they did, because he scored.
What on earth?
Unless it was a. Michael's saying they may have said too many men on the field, so the play would have not happened.
Todd Knight's out there talking to him and saying, look, the guy was running for a touchdown and you started blowing the whistle.
You going to call that during the play, though? I mean, the play was almost over.
Yeah. I've never seen such.
I don't.
Long conversation among the officials.
We just counted it up, and I think Ouachita didn't have too many on the field. Northwestern Oklahoma might have only had 10.
Wow.
But it seems like you'd call that before or after the play.
Well, there's no penalty there. You can play with less people. You just can't play with more.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
how often is a play just stopped?
They did have 11. Okay, but I think the officials, they are acknowledging by this long conference they may have messed that up, and they're trying to figure out what to do. Now, there may have been a hold or something there, but you still got to let the
play out.
There's a flag on the far side at the 20 and on the near side at the 24.
Todd Knight obviously not happy. I see him waving his hands as he gets an explanation from the referee now.
I mean, there may be a legitimate explanation here. It's just an odd to see it blown dead in the middle of the play like that.
I never remember being in the middle of a big play like that, Jeff, and have it blown dead.
Unless it's pre-snap, but they would have blown that dead earlier.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, they would have.
Yeah, Todd's really upset with him, and I think he's got reason to, and they're listening to him. But I once you've made that mistake, what do you do?
Yeah, where do you place the ball even? Or you just let them punt it over again?
What a great return it was by Stafford.
Oh my goodness, what a shame! What a shame!
My only explanation is maybe somebody thought he was tackled already, and so they blew the whistle thinking it was dead.
All right, here we go. And you try to explain.
There's an inadvertent whistle. The ball will be placed at the spot where the whistle blew. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, return team. That 15-yard penalty enforced with that ball spot. First down, Washita.
But they absolutely blew the call, this GAC group.
With that personal foul, it happened during the play. I don't know that would have counted for a touchdown. They admitted it was an inadvertent whistle. That was just somebody missed something, and the head ref's telling Todd right now he's got his hands up. I mean, there's nothing you can do once that happens. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
So they judged that he was at the 30-yard line when they blew the whistle, and then the penalty against it takes it back to the 45.
My goodness. First down and 10. Washita at least has good field position after the inadvertent whistle. They blew it literally. Here's the pass, and it's going to be incomplete. Very tight coverage that time on Washita's Jeremiah Howard, incomplete.
Yeah, and not a whole lot of protection there either. Nichols got hit pretty quick. He just kind of had to let that one go. Helmet comes off, and Northwestern player going to have to check out. But see if Washita, they're frustrated with that, but you got to regroup, put it behind you, and keep going.
I'm reminded, Jeff, of the good old boy who called Brandy Wainwriter's talk show one day to complain at length about an inverted whistle. And I wondered, was that one with the little ball on the outside?
I think that's
so we did have an inverted whistle in the game. Looking to pass. Nichols can't find him. Now he does. Gets it off, but it's too high.
Yeah.
And it's definitely interference. And they do make the call, Jeff, down at the 18.
It was a late flag, but they were holding Garrison Jackson
Yes,
all the way down the field. All the way down the field on the shoulder pad.
Garrison Jackson, the intended receiver. So we will see if Washita can do something to answer that inverted whistle that just turned this game inside out, did it not?
Well, that's going to help out the Tigers, and it's a correct call. I mean, the defender is saying, I went for the ball, but only after he'd held him for about 10 yards down the field.
First down and 10, ball at the 30-yard line. From the 30, Nichols passing dropped. Oh, you rarely see Bo Baker, Jeff, drop one like that.
Yeah, you just got to hope that confusion hasn't kind of put a damper on some things here, because things were rolling before that call.
The last three pass plays have not looked pretty. I think you maybe just hand it off and calm some things down here.
I think you do, too. I think you do. Let's calm down, take a deep breath. You got 2nd and 10 at the Northwestern 30.
Henley's had one carry
punch
today.
it in. Yeah, punch it in. Chris Henley Jr. is the running back set to the left of Trey Nichols. Nichols will indeed give to his running back. Nice hole. And he's going to take it down to the 20. They're near the first down. Let's see where he spots it.
I think just short. Maybe,
about a half
maybe,
yard
short.
short.
Half a yard or so. But
yep.
It's nice to have a good running back like that. When you need calming down, you just hand it to Chris Henley and say, go get us some yards. I don't care if it's 2nd and 10. He almost got him the first down. I wouldn't be surprised to see him get the ball again here.
Only need a half yard right here, and he does get it again. Oh, no, he's going backwards, but he straightens the ball forward, and I think he got it when he reached that ball out as if he were at the goal line, Jeff. Very heads-up play by Chris Henley.
Yeah, he made a bit of a mistake by giving up a little bit of yardage. Then he got hit low, but he was able to stretch out and get it just to the 20-yard line for the first down.
That was a smart play, Richard, just like you would do at the goal line.
It was. It kind of looked like one of his touchdowns last week when he lunged forward to get that ball across. And the official on the near sideline here was all over it, saw that, and easily signaled first down because he had to get it across the 20. He did.
1st and 10, Ouachita leading 21-0, working from the 20-yard line of Northwestern Oklahoma. Passing this time, got a receiver, dropped. McElhaney should have had that one, Jeff, down at the 5.
Yeah, Nichols is not going to look great right now in pass completion percentage, but he has hit his last 2 targets in the hands, and they dropped it.
Yeah, that one, McElhaney just let it hit his shoulder pads. You got to catch it before it gets there, and it bounced off his shoulder pads because he let it get in too quick.
Yep.
Or too close.
Yep, receivers aren't doing the freshmen any favors right now. See if they go back to the ground here. 2nd down and 10 from the 20. Free play, I think. Here's the pass, caught incomplete, but I think Northwestern was in the neutral zone, Richard.
Yeah, it's free play. It's going to be good hard count that time from Nichols and gets him off, and they might as well take the deep shot, but take those free 5 yards.
Yep, they had a guy definitely cross over, so it should be 2nd and 5 here, Jeff, at the 15.
Tried to get it to the end zone to Jeremiah Howard. Hit the defender on the helmet as he was kind of face guarding the receiver a bit.
2nd and 5, ball at the Northwestern 15-yard line. So Ouachita trying to make a short drive, a 45-yard scoring drive after the inadvertent whistle on the punt return. One running back set to the left of Nichols. That's Henley. Henley gets the give. Henley's got a big hole. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Land to Milton. Land to Honey. Another touchdown, Ouachita. Touchdown, Chris Henley Jr.
Kind of a little bit of a sleepy drive after some of those big plays and that weird inadvertent whistle, but it still counts the same. Nice run by Chris Henley Jr. He did most of that drive all on his own after everything looked a little discombobulated. He actually does do that drive entirely on his own, and good touchdown there from Henley.
Dax Jagger's on to attempt his 4th extra point of this first half. Kick is up. It is good. And it is Ouachita 28, Northwestern nothing. 12:59 still left in the first half. Ouachita football 2025 presented by Visit Hot Springs continues from Cliff Harris Stadium in Arkadelphia in 30 seconds here on the Ouachita Football Network.
Of course, inadvertent whistle on the punt return that looked like it might be a touchdown, might be called back by a penalty. It wound up being a discombobulated situation, but a 45-yard drive nonetheless for a touchdown. Ouachita 28, Northwestern 0 with 12:59 left in the first half.
Well, an inadvertent whistle that does not cost you. Jeff and I go all the way back to 1980
I was wondering
at
when this would come
Arkansas
up.
Tech University when an inadvertent whistle on the last play where Ouachita had blocked a field goal attempt. The discussion took 30 minutes. They finally brought the teams back out of the dressing room. Tech lined up and kicked the field goal. You know who kicked that field goal, right?
I do know Kelly Davis.
Kelly Davis, the color man now on Tech football.
And what do you call that game, Rex?
The rip-off at Russellville. Jeff, we remember it well.
I'm just glad there was no need to throw a shoe today.
We won't go into that part of it. You knew it was coming up, huh, Richard?
I did, and Michael over here turned to me and said, it's a good thing we don't hold grudges in here or anything.
Out of the well, I mean, it's only been 45 years ago, Jeff.
We're students of history.
Exactly. Only 45 years ago, guys.
I was not alive, but I've heard this story so much that I can almost picture it.
The kick went out the back of the end zone, 1st and 10. I did leave some scuff marks after I threw my shoe. The only reason I threw my shoe is I had 2 pins and I'd thrown both of them, so I didn't have anything left to throw.
I think a couple of Cokes had hit the ground.
We do need a tally. How many press boxes have you vandalized through the years?
They never painted over shoe scuff marks.
For decades after that, we would revisit the site.
The scene of the crime. First down and 10, looking to pass. Still passes right side, a little too high. Out at the 45-yard line. It'll fall incomplete. The intended receiver on the play was Isaiah Taylor. He is a senior out of Atlanta, Georgia. And it'll bring up second down and 10 from the 25.
Richard, I tell you what, Deal was limping. It's his leg, not his arm, but he hasn't thrown a good pass since he was a little bit injured with the leg injury.
No, he's better in some of those short passes on the run. It's looked like the deeper ones he's had some trouble.
Second down and 10 from the 25. Deal, straight drop back, throws across the middle of the field, got a receiver, but not much yardage. Bringing it in that time, Isaiah Taylor, the senior transfer from Southern University. They will mark it at the 31. That's a gain of 6. 3rd and 4, so another chance, Richard, for Ouachita to force a punt here.
And KJ Colin, he's a freshman from PA. He's been on coverage on the last 2 plays and done pretty well. So they've got a few young guys, still a lot of old guys out there, mixing a lot of guys in. You like to see that. 3rd
down and 4. Ball at the 31-yard line. Deal out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looks to his right. Throws too hard. Incomplete. And it's going to be 4th down and 4. Good job by the Ouachita defense, Jeff. 3 and out for the Rangers.
Big time hit by Smalley just as the ball bounced off the hands of the receiver, and it is a punting situation. Maybe we'll see a new opportunity for Nate Stafford.
Maybe Nate Stafford can get a return without an inverted whistle, as we say here in Arkansas. You know, I think the inverted whistle was so upsetting at Tech. It's been 45 years, Jeff, but I think we were so upset we didn't even go to the Whataburger after the game.
Yeah, you got to be pretty upset not to do that.
Got to go to the Whataburger, yeah. Absolutely. Not the chain Whataburger, the original Feltner's Whataburger. Punter rolling to his right, big rush on. He does get the punt off. It is going to be allowed to bounce. Very short punt at the 44. Now we got flags down, Richard.
Yeah, it's unnecessary roughness on Northwestern Oklahoma. Stafford was just kind of standing there and watching the ball, and he just came in and got leveled that time from Frank Bohan, the defensive back from Northwestern Oklahoma. And so that's going to be 15 yards, and the Tigers going to have great field position.
Great field position yet again. First day of November. Tigers have 3 November games this year. We'll be at Southwestern Oklahoma next week. Battle of the Ravine 2 weeks from today here at Cliff Harris Stadium.
Personal foul.
I tell you, take
unnecessary roughness.
Game
number 19, kicking team. That 15-yard penalty and forfeit the kick. First out.
From 1-3 to 8-3 this year.
I mean, this game's looking pretty good so far, but next week is going to be a very tough game. Southwest Oklahoma is getting a whole lot better. They're playing really, really good defense. And out there in Weatherford, you know, it's windy. It's a long road trip. It's always a tough road. It's tough. Ouachita's lost out there and had some tough games out there.
First down and 10, ball at the 41-yard line. This will be a short field here. They only had to go 45 the last time. Going to pass on first down. Nichols gets it off, and it's incomplete. Had to jump a little bit before he threw the pass, Jeff, and he was just unable to get it to Jeremiah Howard, his intended receiver.
Ouachita once again going for one of those quick scores. They've had them today, but that time he could not quite put the pass in the right place all the way down to the 5-yard line. He had to heave it, as you said, without really setting his feet, and so it didn't hit the target.
Yeah, he jumped when he threw the football. This time to give to Lyric Treadwell. Treadwell takes it inside the 40 to the 38, and it'll bring up now a passing situation. Richard at 3rd and 7 from the 38.
He jumped as he threw it, but he still threw it 50 yards without having a good base on him. That's pretty good arm strength right there. And, yeah, not much there on the ground. This is really the first 3rd down and long situation the Tigers have had today.
Really is. 3rd and 7 from the 38 with trips to the near side, one man to the far side. They come out of the shotgun. Nichols, straight drop back, looking, having to scramble. Now he gets the throw off, got a receiver, caught at the 2, the 1, the slant ball. Baker, Milk, Honey, touchdown, Ouachita.
Rex, that was not like terrible coverage down the field. That was just a throw down the seam, and the defensive back was right there and got an arm up, and just a pass that was in the perfect spot. Bo Baker went up and got it. Nice pitch and catch. That's a play right there.
I was going to say, what a pass, what a catch, Jeff.
Well, yeah, Baker went high above the defender who was running with him and made a beautiful catch and then stepped into the end zone. He had dropped one earlier, made up for it there. That's a circus catch for a touchdown.
Dax Jagger's kick is good, but we got a flag down, Richard.
Yeah, it looks like it's thrown here on the sideline. Going to be either offsides or false start where it's thrown. And on that, back to that throw, Rex, Nichols, they're going to say offsides, so Washita declined that. Yep. Nichols could have easily run that and had a lot of yards because he had one linebacker in front that he was going to be able to get by. But it's just good to see him. Hey, I can keep my eyes down the field, look up, and get a touchdown here, and that's what he did.
11:20 left in the first half. Washita 35, Northwestern Oklahoma nothing. Washita football 20-25 continues in 30 seconds here on the Washita Football Network.
Chicken Express is a proud supporter of not just the Badgers, but all things Arkadelphia, from elementary to college, and from community activities to church groups. Chicken Express is always willing to support and assist the people in our town. The next time you visit Chicken Express, thank them for their involvement in our community, and definitely don't leave without getting a cup of their Chicken E sweet tea. Located right off exit 73, stop by Chicken Express for your next meal.
Seven from the 38-yard line of Northwestern becomes a touchdown. Nichols to Baker, and Washita leads it 35-0.
Here is the kick out of the back of the end zone yet again. It'll be first down and 10 from the 25 from Northwestern Oklahoma. And boy, Washita looks well on its way to its 5th consecutive victory, and it's just really been amazing, Jeff, and encouraging to watch a young team grow so quickly from one week to the next. They get better every week.
They really do. And it's the offense, and it's the defense, and it's the linemen, and it's the skill position players. Everybody really coming together. Special teams just great. Washita's looking very, very strong at this point in the season.
And Todd Knight says they're practicing as well as any team he has ever had. Deal out of the shotgun, one running back set to his right. Fakes to him, passes the football, got a receiver this time. 35, got running room over the 40, over the 50. He's into Washita territory to the Washita 49-yard line, first down and 10, Northwestern.
Yeah, really fine pattern, and then after the catch, one of the defenders who had a chance was still on his man, didn't realize the completion was coming back toward him as he crossed the field. A good run after the catch, and a big gain for Northwestern, and that kind of turns their fortunes around after some bad offensive work on the recent possessions.
Absolutely. Makes a difference when Deal's back in there, though, Richard.
Yeah, I mean, he as they said in the pregame show, he's getting better, and you see some flashes of it. He's got to put it together more consistently.
He'll come out of the shotgun this time with Luna as his running back on first down and 10 as they're in Washita territory. Give to Luna up the middle. He's carrying Tigers with him, but not very far. They're going to give us forward motion to, it looks like the 46, Jeff, where it'll be 2nd and 7.
Cobbs has not come back in after he walked off the field, a little slow in getting up. Luna is only 5'10", 200 pounds, but he's got the big pads on, so he looks pretty tough on the inside.
He looks bigger than 200, but he is their leading rusher. He's listed as number 2 on the depth chart, but their leading rusher coming into this game with today up over about 275, 280 yards.
2nd down and 7. Ball at the Washita 46. Trips to the right side. One man to the left side. Deal looking to his right. Got a receiver. Dropped the football. Just absolutely dropped it. Intended receiver was Gunnar McElroy, a sophomore. And you're going to bring up now 3rd and 7, Jeff.
Okay. What was that flying around in the booth?
It was a bug of some kind. I couldn't tell what.
There's a big stink bug flying around here.
It's still up there.
I thought I killed him earlier.
Yeah, I felt something in my ear and gave it to Richard.
Yeah.
3rd down and 7. Ball at the 46. At least the game's not stinking, but the stink bug is in the booth. Low snap, picks it up. Got a man coming out of the backfield. That's Luna. Luna inside the 40, down to the 37. Another first down. Good job that time executing by Northwestern.
Yeah, Washita just lost track of the running back
Yep.
out of the backfield. And that's happened a few times this year. You got to always remember the running back, especially if it's somebody they don't use a whole lot. Every now and then they can sneak them out. And that was an easy first down. Had the first down before he even got touched.
So trailing Washita by a score of 35-0 with 9.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Northwestern now on the move. Deal will come out of the shotgun again. 2 wide receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Sends a tight end in motion right to left now. Gibbs right up the middle to Luna. Luna breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2 tackles. They're moving the ball well now, Jeff. Down to the 30. That's a 7-yard gain on the ground.
Luna is one motivated player right now. He's just squaring those big pads and running at you. I mean, he looks like a lineman with the size of his pads. The pads, are not all the same size, and he really barreled into the line of scrimmage that time.
Kind of hurdled the whole line when it got piled up there, too.
2nd and 3, ball at the 30. Northwestern moved deep on its first possession before Washita got an interception. Bending again here. Let's see if they break or not. 2nd and 3 from the 30. Ball set on the near hash mark. Quarterback's going to keep it himself, and he hits a purple wall. No gain, 3rd and 3.
Yeah, getting in there really just kind of bogging it all up was Connor Schwarp, and then they had brought Gabe Bonner on a corner blitz or safety blitz that time, and he runs in, and he's the one that actually wraps up the quarterback from behind and keeps Caleb Deal from behind and keeps him from going forward at all. So great job that interior defensive line to stop everything up, and then Bonner to come in and help clean up. And it's 3rd down. This is 4-down territory here, Rex.
Obviously, if you're trailing 35-0, field goal good does you no good right now. So 4-down territory. 3rd down and 3 here from the 30. Luna set to the left. They're going to throw, though. Right side got a receiver, and he's got a first down. Bringing it in for Northwestern Oklahoma, Ivory Wheelwright. He is a senior from New Orleans, Louisiana. And the ball is spotted at the 26.
Looked like Bonner kind of took a chance on that. He thought that might ball go outside. He was going to jump it and try and intercept it. Went a little further to the inside than he was, and that's the difference between an interception and a first down right there.
1st down and 10, ball at the 26 of Washita. Deal will come out of the pistol this time with Luna set directly behind him. Tight end into motion, left to right, give to Luna, over right tackle, nothing there. In fact, he's going to lose a yard, Jeff, back to the 27.
Yeah, some of the Tigers in that time. Ortego made a big hit, stopped his progress. Other players got in. Nice gang tackling.
2nd and 11, Northwestern moving right to left, trailing Washita 35-0 with 6:55 left in the first half on Hall of Fame weekend and Senior Day at Cliff Harris Stadium. On 2nd and 11, trips to the near side this time, 1 man to the far side. Out of the shotgun, Luna set to the left of Deal. Deal rolls left, looking left, throws, got a receiver at the Washita 25, breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2, goes to the 20-yard line. Still going to be 3rd down, Richard, 3rd and 4 from there.
Well, what Northwestern is having most success with is these short, quick patterns. And Washita's guarding a little bit deep. I understand you want to give up a big play, but they're going to have to, Northwestern's not proven they're going to hit those. They got to come up and stop some of these shorter routes because they've been killing them on that on this drive. They got another pretty manageable 3rd down here.
Let's see, Washita can get a stop on 3rd and 4 here. Out of the pistol, Luna behind his quarterback. He's throwing, though, going for the end zone, but we got the whistle dead here.
Yeah, encroachment on Washita. They're bringing a blitz, and
first down.
Khalil Smith was coming up the middle and just mistimed it, tapped the center, and that kind of blew the play dead right there, and so it's going to be first down.
Yep, that is an automatic first down, Jeff, and suddenly Northwestern, the big deficit, but Washita would love a shutout, but Northwestern finds itself in the red zone now.
Well, it's 35-0. Washita's getting some playing time for younger guys, but they expect them to keep the shutout. I mean, just because you're a second teamer doesn't mean that you're not expected to do your job when you come in.
Well, they've got a lot of starters back out there now.
Now they do. Yeah.
You don't want to give up the end zone.
1st down and 10, ball at the 15-yard line. Luna set to the right of his quarterback, Deal. Deal takes the snap, going to the end zone again. One-on-one coverage incomplete. Good job that time by Washita's Mario Ganter Jr.
Yeah, he turned his head around at the perfect time, saw that, knocked away. Almost intercepted that. He kind of tried for that, but just really great coverage there. That was going to take a perfect throw and catch to convert. And That's the play they tried to run a minute ago on the offsides, and they went right back to it, and Ganter Jr. was ready for it.
And stops the clock with 5:33 left in the first half. 2nd and 10 now at the 15. Northwestern driving, trailing Ouachita 35-0 in second quarter play at Cliff Harris Stadium. Deal pitches right. Luna, little bit of a hole, but very little. Inside the 15, just to the 14, Jeff. Now it'll be 3rd and 9.
Yeah, good work here. They're stiffening. This bend but don't break is coming true again. Gabe Williams helping out on that tackle.
Yeah, Gabe Williams actually came up with the football, but they're going to say he was down, and Ouachita's not really protesting that.
Well, Casey Modal getting into it with the 3rd down call there. 3rd down and 9 at the 14-yard line of Ouachita. Good crowd on hand on a cloudy, cool afternoon. Just perfect football weather. Jeff, we'll say it again.
It really is. A great crowd has come out to enjoy the weather and enjoy the game. Ouachita with the big lead. You got to pay homage to the folks from Northwestern who made the long trip on the visitor side, too.
Well, they call a timeout. They must have known it was the top of the hour, just past the top of the hour, actually, but we need to take a station ID. So let's pause here on the Ouachita Football Network.
Victory doesn't just happen on game day. It's earned in the sweat, the silence, the prep. No crowd, no lights, just focus. Because when something unexpected happens like an accident, you need a team that's ready. I've been fighting for clients for over 30 years. There's a reason we're still in the game. And at Taylor King Law, we don't just show up.
We win. On your side, by your side. The winning side.
Halftime, Ouachita 35, Northwestern Oklahoma State University 0. But the Rangers are driving. Ouachita trying to stop this drive before they can make it to the end zone.
3rd down and 9. Ball at the 14 of Ouachita. They're moving right to left here late in the second quarter, set on the far hash mark. Trips to the near side. That's the wide side of the field. 2 men to the far side, so an empty backfield for Deal. Low snap, picks it up, go into the end zone again. Got a receiver down at the 5-yard line, pulling it in for Northwestern, Richard. Big tight end, Brody Williams.
That's enough for a first down. Again, just those short pass. I mean, that's a little bit longer, but they're not trying to go deep that often. They're just trying to get right past the sticks, kind of those short patterns. And that was a long throw from when he threw that. You'd like to see Ouachita react a little bit better to that one.
First down, goal to go, so we'll see if they go back to the ground now. With Deal as the quarterback, his running back is Zeke Luna. Luna set to the right of Deal on 1st and goal from the 5. Going to give to Luna. Luna getting a good push from his offensive line. He'll have a couple of yards, Jeff, down to the 3, it looks like.
Yeah, Luna's got that size. They want to go inside. They stopped him, but he slipped in for a couple of yards.
2nd down, goal to go for Northwestern, trying to get on the board, trailing Ouachita 35-0 with 3:40 left in the first half.
I kind of think they might have to go to the air to score. Ouachita's been pretty stout up the middle on the runs. They've had a couple that have popped, but even on the outside runs, they haven't been there. So I wouldn't be surprised at all to see Luna on a rolling pocket here trying to throw it. They got a tight end. Maybe they try and sneak him out and get to him.
Deal with Luna to his left this time on 2nd and goal from the 3. Quarterback's going to keep it himself, and he's pushing toward the end zone and does not get there, Jeff. They mark him at about the 1.5-yard line where it's going to be 3rd and goal.
He hit the line hard, driving to his left. It looked like he might get there, and then Ouachita pushed back and stopped him at the 1, so 3rd down coming.
They will mark it right at the 1 now, 3rd and goal.
Yeah,
Richard.
I mean, that's not a bad play to go back with. They loaded up with double tight ends on that side and just gave the quarterback a chance to get on a dead sprint before he hit the line of scrimmage and hit it with some power, and he did. Wasn't scared of hitting in that hole, but they're going to go under center here maybe. Or they might back out of it. We'll see what they do.
He's got 2 running backs set behind him. 3rd down, they give to Luna. Luna pushing, second effort, touchdown. Northwestern finally on the board with 2:39 left, and we got a flag down.
Yeah, we do have the flag. We'll see what the flag was
I believe it came down after the touchdown, but we'll see.
Well, he tried to throw it as it was happening. He kind of got stuck in his pocket.
Well, let's see what
the umpire that threw it.
See what this is.
Great play by Luna, though. He dove in, didn't make it, landed on his feet, kept churning his feet, and got into the end zone.
I don't know if he got pulled into the end zone by an offensive tackle. I don't know if you can push. I don't know if you can pull.
They will say touchdown.
Okay. Yeah.
So there was no penalty? They just said they waved it off? Is that what? He gave us no explanation.
He went to his pocket twice to pull it out. He couldn't pull it the first time, went to it second time and threw it, but then no penalty there, yeah.
All right, so on to attempt the extra point. Kick up, and it is good by Cale Purvis. So our score, Ouachita 35, Northwestern Oklahoma 7. 2:39 still left in the first half. Ouachita Football 2025, presented by Visit Hot Springs, continues from Cliff Harris Stadium in Arkadelphia in 30 seconds here on the Ouachita Football Network.
At Ouachita, we're excited to partner with the Arkansas Baptist Foundation, which offers many benefits to alumni and friends, and we want to tell you about one of those.
I'm Dylan McClain, a proud alumni, and I serve as the Vice President and Attorney at the Arkansas Baptist Foundation. The foundation proudly serves as Ouachita's planned giving partner, so if you're considering leaving a legacy gift or want to explore other charitable giving options, we'd love to guide you through that process. If you'd like to learn more about how you can invest in the next generation of Ouachita students, please contact us using the information below.
Go Tigers!
The kickoff. So the Tigers still have 2:39, but a nice lead anyway at 35-7.
Plenty of time to go back and get those 7 points back, too, Richard.
Yeah, and we got a timeout here, I guess.
All right, unusual place for a timeout, but we'll take it. 2:39 left in the first half. It's Ouachita 35, Northwestern Oklahoma 7. Ouachita Football 2025 continues in 30 seconds here on the Ouachita Football Network.
Turner, Rogers, Manning & Plyler CPA is a longtime supporter of the Arkadelphia Public School District. Turner, Rogers, Manning & Plyler has established a reputation for providing clients with outstanding services that include auditing, accounting, and tax and business consulting. Contact Turner, Rogers, Manning & Plyler today at 870-246-4563 or by visiting them at 305 Professional Park Drive in Arkadelphia. Turner, Rogers, Manning & Plyler says, Go Badgers!
The kickoff after the touchdown by Northwestern. It's Ouachita 35, Northwestern 7, 2:39 left in the first half.
Bo Baker, Carter McElhaney back deep for Ouachita. Both are threats to run the ball all the way back. Let's see if they get a chance. Going to kick it short to keep it away from them. Fair caught at the 34. But again, just having them is a threat, Richard. We've talked about this before this season because the 34 is very good field position.
It'd be actually really interesting to look at the stats and see what the average starting field position for the Tigers on a kickoff is. I guarantee you it's across the 30. It might be about that 35-yard line.
Yeah, they mark it at the 35 now. So very good field position for Ouachita, leading 35-7. Tigers. Trey Nichols as the quarterback, going to throw on first down. Has time, fires it across the middle, got a receiver out at the 47-yard line, Carter McElhaney.
And made a nice catch. Defender hit him while he was still in the air. Got up, he's just fine. He's going to line up to go out for another pass as Nichols threw it right on the button.
Boy, and that was a bullet, too. I almost was afraid he threw it too hard, but McElhaney's able to come up with it. Nichols out into the flats. Got a receiver at the 50, at the 47 of Northwestern, bringing it in that time for Ouachita. Richard, Jalen Bordley out of Pleasant Grove, Texas.
Yeah, he came in as a receiver. You know he can catch. And out there kind of getting just almost a box-out block was A.J. Jones. He just kind of saw two defenders coming and just kind of did a box-out. Instead, like he went for a rebound and got the few extra yards there for the receiver. Got a timeout on the field.
Yep,
2-minute
timeout. It's Ouachita 35, Northwestern Oklahoma 7. Ouachita Football 2025, presented by Visit Hot Springs, continues from Cliff Harris Stadium in Arkadelphia in 30 seconds here on the Ouachita Football Network.
Whether you realize it or not, you see the work of bats and signs all around Arkadelphia. When you see the Badger equipment trailer on the way to a Badger game, Bats and Signs did that. When you're watching the Badgers, Tigers, or Reddies and see the signage that just really makes their facilities pop, Bats and Signs did that too. You see the signage in downtown Arkadelphia, on the campuses of Ouachita and Henderson, or the sign in your neighbor's yard supporting a candidate or their favorite Badger? Yep, Bats and Sign did that too. Longtime residents and supporters of all things Arkadelphia called Mark, Jared, Chris, or Ryan at Bats and Signs today to see what they can do for you.
2-7. Two nice passes from Nichols. Sets up second down and short as Ouachita has reached Ranger territory.
So the Tigers take it on that last play from their 47 to the Ranger 47 for a gain of 6. Second down and 4. Tigers move left to right late in the second quarter, leading 35-7, set on the near hash mark with trips to the far side. Got one receiver to the near side for Trey Nichols. Nichols is going to pass, looking across the middle of the field, wide open receiver inside the 30, down to the 32-yard line, Bo Baker.
Yeah, just got out there and just kind of turned around at the first down marker and presented a great target to the quarterback and just nobody around them. That's an easy pitch and catch. Ouachita's back to the line of scrimmage quickly here in 2-minute offense.
First down and 10 from the 32-yard line. Nichols looking to pass again. This is McElhaney at the 25, at the 20, at the 15, at the 10, at the 5, and that's where he's finally going to be stopped. But what a job, Jeff, of running with the football after the catch.
He just continues to outrun people who look like they should be able to get to him and make the tackle, and then finally when he was hit, he fought for extra yardage inside the 5.
They're going to mark it at the 4, Richard, and with the clock running, 1:23 left in the first half.
Yeah, but plenty of time here to still use the run game, and I wouldn't be surprised at all. They sent in some big bodies. I think they may go with the direct snap here.
Yep. Henley comes in, and I think he may be getting the direct snap. I agree.
And they brought some extra offensive linemen in, some tight ends, and
that's exactly what they're going to do. Going with the Wildcat. First down, goal to go at the 4-yard line, and now we've got another timeout. So we'll pause. 1:03 remaining in the first half. Our score, Ouachita 35, Northwestern Oklahoma 7. Ouachita Football 2025, presented by Bissonnet Springs, continues in 30 seconds here on the Ouachita Football Network.
Victory doesn't just happen on game day. It's earned in the sweat, the silence, the prep. No crowd, no lights, just focus. Because when something unexpected happens like an accident, you need a team that's ready. I've been fighting for clients for over 30 years. There's a reason we're still in the game. And at Taylor King Law, we don't just show up.
We win. On your side, by your side. The winning side.
For halftime, Ouachita is at the Northwestern 4-yard line. This drive started at the 34 of Ouachita, but 4 straight completions to McElhaney for 13, to Bordley for 6, to Baker for 14, and back to McElhaney for 29 yards.
First down, goal to go as Chris Henley will come out of the Wildcat this time. From the 4, Henley over right tackle to the 2, to the 1, stretching and scoring! Touchdown, Chris Henley Jr., touchdown, Ouachita.
Got hit at the 1-yard line, but he's just so hard to stop forward progress, able to fall forward and reach into the end zone. And Ouachita didn't use that power formation that they've used so much the last few years, the beginning of the year, and they've kind of gone back to it now. And you add that element into the wide open element they've got the rest of the field, and this is a tough offense to stop.
Boy, that was a very fast 65-yard drive. Dax Jaggers on to attempt the extra point. Snap, kick. Good. Our score, Ouachita 42, Northwestern Oklahoma 7. Ouachita Football 2025, presented by Bissonnet Springs, continues from Cliff Harris Stadium in Arkadelphia in 30 seconds here on the Ouachita Football Network.
Hello, I'm Brett Rogers, President of Capital Technology Group. You might know us as Capital Business Machines, but our new name represents our growth as one of the state's leaders in business technology. When you've been around for 80 years like we have, you learn a thing or two about change. But what will never change is our commitment to our clients. We're still the same reliable team here to meet all your technology needs. Capital Technology Group is bigger and better than ever before. Learn more at captg.com.
Deal with running backs on either side. He fumbled the football. One of his running backs picks it up and goes backward. He just dropped it, Jeff. Nothing fancy. Luckily for Northwestern, Luke Beauchamp was there to pick up the football.
That might have been intended to be a pitch to Beauchamp, but he was able to get there and pick it up. Loss on the play, though.
35 seconds left to go in the half, and they're in no hurry to get back up. They're
I think they want to get to the dressing room.
20 seconds. There's about 6-second difference on the game clock and play clock.
One
They're
more
going to have
play,
to snap at once.
2nd and 13, ball at the 22. Again deal with running backs on either side. Gives on the ground up over the 25 to the 26, and I think that's going to be it. Richard, quite a first half for Washington.
Yeah, I mean, really not much you can complain about. The defense, let a few more yards and that touchdown than you would like, but really just everything clicking on all cylinders. Should have had a punt return touchdown in there. The offense was clicking on everything, so really good first half. You like to see that on senior day. And in the second half, may get to see some younger guys in there.
Jeff, how about those first 2 quarters?
Well, the Ouachita Tigers doing it in every phase of the game. The special teams looking very good, the offense looking strong, and the defense looking strong. Really good passing from the freshman quarterback.
It is Ouachita 42, Northwestern Oklahoma 7. That concludes the first half. Stay tuned for the Electric Cooperatives Arkansas halftime report. It's coming up next here on the Ouachita Football Network, presented by Visit Hot Springs.
Tiger Nation Washington football is not just the players.
We have several members of our support staff that are also seniors, and we'd like to recognize them today. We start with athletic trainer Maddie Geller. A nursing major from Wiley, Texas, Maddie is escorted today by Jessica Wilson and Vanita and Danny Hayner. Our next senior is manager Isaac Giles. A finance major from Paragould, Arkansas. Isaac is escorted today by his parents, Kristen and Alonza Giles. Our next senior, equipment manager Jet Jones. A health and human performance major from Malvern, Arkansas. Jet is escorted today by his mother, Amy Jones. Next, manager and student coach, Joe Phillips. A history major from Bigelow, Arkansas. Joe is escorted today by his wife, Kylie Phillips, his father and stepmother, Joe and Holly Phillips, and his mother and stepfather, Michelle and Greg Steinzig. And finally, our student strength coach, Daniel Voiles. A former Ouachita linebacker and a secondary education social studies double major from Fort Worth, Texas. Daniel is escorted today by his parents, Leanne and Trent Voiles, and his sister, Mary Beth Voiles. Tiger Nation, put your paws together for our senior football support staff. Tiger Nation, last night, Ouachita Baptist University inducted 10 new members representing 7 different sports into this institution's Athletics Hall of Fame. It is our honor this afternoon to introduce them to you. Here are the members of your Ouachita Athletics Hall of Fame class of 2025. First, Lennox Adams. Won 3 consecutive Arkansas Intercollegiate Conference and NAIA Indoor Triple Jump Championships in 1987, 1988, and 1989. He was the NAIA Outdoor Triple Jump Champion in 1988 and finished second in 1989. Adams was a 3-time All-America honoree and competed in the 1988 Olympic Games, representing St. Vincent and the Grenadines. He was inducted into the Arkansas Track and Field Hall of Fame in 2023. Give it up for Lennox Adams! Our next Hall of Famer, Montoya Brown. One of the best running backs to ever wear a Ouachita uniform, which speaks volumes considering who is on that list. Brown was a 3-time All-Gulf South Conference selection from 2000 to 2003 and was selected as the GSC Freshman of the Year in 2000. He made first team All-Conference as a senior in 2003. Brown is currently 7th all-time at Ouachita in rushing with 3,664 yards and tied for 8th in career rushing touchdowns with 32. Let's hear it for Montoya Brown. Our next Hall of Famer is Lisa Cooper. Known as Lisa Edwards during her playing days, she served as a key pillar of Tona Wright's volleyball squads of the late 1980s. Originally from Mena, Arkansas, she was named an NAIA All-American for 3 consecutive seasons from 1986 to 1988. During that time, she aided Ouachita to a combined 71-25 record, 2 AIC titles, an NAIA district championship, and the first national tournament bid in program history. Lisa Cooper. Our next Hall of Famer, Coach Gary Crowder. Coach Crowder is Ouachita's all-time winningest basketball coach and one of the most successful coaches in the state of Arkansas when you combine his time at the high school and college levels. At Ouachita, Crowder coached the Tigers for 24 seasons between 1995 and 2019 and finished with a 352-313 record, which is 130 wins ahead of inaugural Ouachita Athletics Hall of Famer Carolyn Moffitt. Crowder led his Ouachita teams to 13 winning seasons and 4 regional or national tournament appearances, highlighted by a Sweet 16 run in 2009. Prior to Ouachita, Crowder's high school teams at Jessieville and Taylor combined for 404 wins, 7 regional championships, 9 district tournament championships, and 11 conference titles. Put your paws together for Coach Gary Crowder. Our next Hall of Famer, Toby Enqvist. Toby came to Ouachita from Sweden on a tennis scholarship in 1990 and played a key part in sustaining the high standards the program still strives for today. He was the first recruit for Coach Craig Ward, who is also being inducted in this year's Hall of Fame class. Enqvist was a 4-time All-AIC and NAIA All-District performer on the court and led the Tigers to consecutive AIC championships in 1992, 1993, and 1994, while finishing a close second in his freshman season of 1991. He also earned NAIA and ITA All-America honors as a senior in 1994. Toby Enqvist. Next up, Johnny Jenkins. Johnny paced the late Bill Vining Sr.'s last AIC championship basketball team, and he is number 3 on Ouachita's all-time scoring list with 1,549 career points. Joining the Tigers from Shreveport, Louisiana, Jenkins earned all AIC honors 3 times. He became the 3rd and final NAIA All-American in program history in 1978, with his efforts proving crucial in Ouachita's run to the AIC crown, a district title, and an NAIA national tournament appearance. Jenkins was the 1978 NAIA District 17 playoff MVP. Johnny Jenkins. Our next Hall of Famer, Kay McClellan. Kay's name is all over the Ouachita women's basketball record book. The four-time All-AIC first-team honoree was the program's all-time leading scorer for more than 2 decades, and she currently ranks third with a total of 1,529 points from 1983 to 1987. She is still the program's all-time leader in 7 other categories, sitting at number 1 in scoring average, career field goal percentage, career field goals made, career rebound average, single season field goals made, single season rebounds, and single season rebound average. That is Kay McClellan. Our next senior from Tiger football, Philip Supernaw. Philip is one of 8 men in school history to play in the NFL, with Bleacher Report calling him the kind of tight end that can do it all. A 2-time All-GSC honoree and an All-GAC selection in the conference's first year, the Katy, Texas native helped Ouachita capture its first ever GAC football title in 2011. Supernaw was also the first Tiger chosen for the D2Football.com Elite 100 that year, finishing his collegiate career with over 12.7 yards per catch. During his NFL career, he played for the Houston Titans, the Kansas City Chiefs, the Baltimore Ravens, and the Tennessee Titans. I can also testify he loves Miley Cyrus's Party in the USA. That's Philip Supernaw. Our next Hall of Famer, Ted Viala. Ted played baseball for Ouachita from 1965 to 1969, and he was instrumental in starting what ended up being 6 consecutive AIC championships for the Tigers. Ouachita won the first 3 with Viala patrolling second base. The Tigers also clinched the 1969 district championship during his senior season. Viala was a 4-time All-AIC honoree and finished in the top 5 in the league in hitting each season. Ted Viala. And our final Hall of Famer, Coach Craig Ward. Coach Ward was the men's tennis coach at Ouachita for 34 years, from 1990 until his retirement at the end of the 23-24 season. Under his leadership, the program sustained a high level of success, competing in the NAIA through 3 different conferences as members of the NCAA Division II. Ward's Tigers won 11 conference championships and made 20 national tournament appearances, finishing as high as number 3 in 2000. 4 other Ward-led Tiger teams advanced to the national quarterfinals. Ouachita was ranked number 1 in the nation on 2 different occasions during Ward's tenure, and in 8 different seasons, the Tigers finished the year ranked in the top 10 nationally. He was named Conference Coach of the Year 7 times and earned National Coach of the Year honors twice. Coach Ward was inducted into the Arkansas Tennis Hall of Fame in 2006. And the indoor tennis training complex on the Ouachita campus is named for Craig and his wife Kim, who was the longtime manager of the facility. Give it up for Coach Craig Ward. And let's give a warm Ouachita congratulations to our 2025 Hall of Fame class. Not bad for having no prep time.
You did great.
Thank you.
And now, Tiger Nation, time to put your paws together for your 2025 Ouachita Tiger Marching Band. Under the direction of Dr. Austin Butler, assisted by Dr. Ryan Lewis, and drum majors Emily Wilson and Riley Newts. The Marching Band is excited to present their show, Line High. Grab your helmets and hold on tight. Things are about to get dragon-tastic. With a brand new live-action How to Train Your Dragon taking flight to theaters earlier this year, our band is ready to soar with the unforgettable music that started it all. From fiery flight to fearless friendship, get ready for a performance that'll make you believe you can toothlessly lose yourself in the music. Tighten up your saddle straps and prepare for takeoff. Here is How to Train Your Dragon. And now it's time to recognize dance, cheer, and band seniors who have contributed to Ouachita's school spirit over the last 4 years. From dance, Chandler Young. From Cheer, Kylie Braley, Ella Claire Brinkley, Sadie Buttram, Hannah Claire Humphreys, Isabella Llewellyn, Carmen Lybrand, Addison McCauley, Shacey Miller, and Jolie Thomas. From the Tiger Band, Kason Barnett, Evan Burrows, Sadie Buttram, Kelsey Coventry, Landon DeMaio, Braxton Fisher, Leah Gamble, Carly Jean Himmelser, Peyton Lowry, Josh Modal, Nathan Price, Lily Roddy, Carter Smith, Ashlyn Spanos, Autumn Walters, Aaron Washburn, and Hayden Wiley. These are your seniors, Tiger Nation. And now it's time to get up on your feet and get ready to put those hands together as the band and cheer squads join forces for the Washita Fight Song. Your 2025 Washita Cheer and Washita Tiger Marching Band.
This is the Week 8 GAC Rewind. I'm Isaac Bourne. Washita defeated 25th ranked Southern Arkansas 42-14 behind another big performance from quarterback Trey Nichols. The true freshman had 291 yards of total offense with 3 total touchdowns, while running back Chris Henley Jr. reached the end zone twice on 19 carries for 95 yards rushing. Mule Rider quarterback Hezekiah Harris picked up 145 yards offensively with 1 rushing touchdown to open the scoring for the game. Here's one of Washita's 6 touchdowns on the day. This one from Nichols to Carter McElhaney, as called by Rex Nelson of the Washita Football Network.
Ball going to be spotted between the 12 and the 13. They're going to pass. Quarterback's got a receiver at the 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Promised land. No flags down. Touchdown, Carter McElhaney. Touchdown, Washita.
Homecoming in Russellville went to the Wonder Boys, defeating Henderson State 17-6 in a steady reign. Arkansas Tech held the Reddies scoreless in the second half, outsourcing Henderson 14-0. Quarterback Carter Hensley completed 9 of 15 passes for 106 yards and a touchdown. Running back Bryson Rowland rushed for 58 yards rushing and 1 touchdown on 11 carries. Ready running back Jeremiah Davis rushed for 84 yards on 11 carries in the loss. Here's Tech's first touchdown of the game, giving them the lead for the first time in the third quarter, as called by Sam Strassner on River Country KCJC.
On 3rd down and 10, Carter Hensley brings Sermons in motion. He will fake to him. Hensley sets, throws into the end zone, has a man, caught, touchdown, Arkansas Tech on a 12-yard touchdown pass by Carter Hensley, beautifully thrown right over the top of the coverage for Henderson State and sliding down with the touchdown reception for the Wonder Boys. It is their leading receiver this year, Jared Long.
Northwestern Oklahoma State notched its first win of the season over Southern Nazarene 33-22. The Rangers scored 3 touchdowns in the first half on their way to a season-high scoring total behind 342 yards of total offense and a passing touchdown from quarterback Caleb Deal. Running back Kadrick Cobbs had 113 yards rushing on 25 carries and 3 touchdowns in the win. For the Crimson Storm, running back Caden Barron picked up 156 all-purpose yards with 2 total touchdowns on the road. Here's one of Cobb's touchdowns as called by Justin Goodnow on Classic Hits 105.7 KRDR.
Got to punch this in. Deal from the gun, takes the snap, hands it off to Cobbs up the middle, pushing his way, now bounces it to the outside, stays on his feet, gets into the end zone for a 3-yard touchdown run from Kadrick Cobbs.
Southeastern Oklahoma State claimed a come-from-behind victory at Oklahoma Baptist 14-10 after shutting out the Bison in the second half. Trailing 10-0 at halftime, the Savage Storm rallied to score twice in the second half, behind 145 all-purpose yards and a touchdown from running back Donovan Shannon and 143 yards rushing and a touchdown from running back Cameron Lockhart. The Bison were led defensively by cornerback Chase Whitebear's 5 tackles and 2 fumble recoveries that held Southeastern scoreless in the first half. Here's Lockhart's 67-yard touchdown run, as called by Jay Lindley on the Southeastern Sports Network.
Ball at the 33-yard line. Hohenberger receives the snap. Handoff Lockhart, right side run. Gets out to the edge, over the midfield stripe. Jets are on up the right sideline, and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown Southeastern from 67 yards. Lockhart has the Savage Storm on the board.
Southwestern Oklahoma State scored 38 straight points against East Central on its way to a 38-14 win over the Tigers. Bulldogs wide receiver Baylor Nash went for 146 yards receiving and 3 touchdowns on 6 receptions, while his quarterback MJ Rivers accounted for 227 yards through the air and 4 touchdowns, completing 13 of his 15 passes. For ECU, wide receiver Brooks Rigney turned 2 receptions into 129 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns. Here's one of Baylor Nash's touchdowns on his big day, as called by Mike Smith of Right Radio.
Well, it's turned into a great day for the Tigers so far, but second half action to come. So let's go to the voice of the Tigers, Rex Nelson.
Thank you, Dr. Jeff Root. Dax Jaggers will kick off for Ouachita, and again with no wind to his back, into and out of the back of the end zone. So it'll be first down and 10. I was watching while you all were talking, and Richard, the quarterback Caleb Deal was the last person to come onto the field, and he clearly has a limp as he came back
Yeah,
out.
I mean, he's hurting, and he's been hit because he's been running some, but he's gutting it out. Give him credit. And he's made some plays here and there, and I think they're going to probably stay with him as he is coming out there. He is definitely limping. You're right.
Limp, though.
He's taped more on that right ankle, so I don't think the run game is going to be a huge part of it. But that happens sometimes at halftime. You go in there, you sit, and you get stiff, and that's probably what happened.
Yep, I mean, he's really limping as he comes out on the field. So on first down, he's going to pass right down the sideline. A good running room after the catch. In fact, over the 35, Jeff, out to the 38 for a first down as they just threw it right down the line of scrimmage to Merrick Judd, and the Tigers didn't have anybody over there.
Yeah, the Tigers had one defensive back with a chance, and he was blocked by the other wide receiver on that side, and then the safety got up, but it was a little late, and so it's a good gain on the first play of the second half.
13 quick yards, trips to the near side, one man to the far side for Northwestern. Deal out of the shotgun, gives to Luna on the ground. Luna, a little bit of running room, gets good blocking, goes over the 40 to the 42. That's another 4 yards, Richard, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, Justin Crutchmer for the Tigers in on the tackle. Ouachita still got a lot of the normal guys out there, and so they're going to want to let them get at least a few drives here. But the first 2 plays have not looked great for that defense. They've kind of relaxed a little bit.
Yep, can't relax at any point. 2nd down and 6. Ball at the 42. Northwestern moving left to right. 2 receivers to either side for the Rangers. Deal takes the snap, throws left side, caught, but the tackle made immediately that time by Ouachita. Good job over there by Braylon Johnson, Jeff.
Yeah, it was a good throw, though, and a good catch, so it's a first down.
Yeah, I thought they were going to mark him a little short, but they did give him forward progress. And
gave him the 6.
If Johnson reacts just a tad bit sooner, that might be going the other way, but just a little bit late there, does get the tackle.
1st and 10, Northwestern trailing Ouachita 42-7, early third quarter. Trips to the near side, one man to the far side. And, boy, he is heavily taped. Look at that. I think they used several rolls of new tape at halftime, Richard.
Well, anything to get back out there is probably what he told me.
Yep, absolutely. Give on the ground and over the 50 to the Ouachita 49-yard line. That's Luke Beauchamp. He's a redshirt freshman out of Owasso, Oklahoma.
It's a name you normally hear out of Louisiana.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It does sound like a Louisiana name, but it's an Owasso name. Second down. Gain of 3 on the play. 2nd and 7 from the 49 of Ouachita. But they have quickly moved into Ouachita territory. Will come out of the pistol this time, rolling right. Bootleg, pass, caught, wide open receiver all the way down to the Ouachita 31-yard line. That time, Richard, it was R.J. Kyle, the junior out of San Antonio. The Tigers let him get wide open.
Those have been their best plays, letting him get outside the pocket and hit the pass on the run with everybody flowing that way, kind of going back against the grain. Did it there. I was wondering how much they do it with how much he's limping. He's limping a little bit more now, but they went to it there. But those have been the best. And so Ouachita defense, plenty of things they could look on film and say things that need to be corrected.
Exactly. Bending here again. 1st down and 10 at the Ouachita 31-yard line. Send a tight end in motion this time and then give to Beauchamp on the ground. He's got some running room. He goes inside the 30. He goes to the 27. Jeff, quickly there to the Ouachita 27 with a 2nd and 6 now.
He did a nice job of keeping his legs churning as he was being tackled. He knew he wasn't going to escape that tackle. He was able to fall forward and get some yardage.
2nd down, 6 yards needed for a 1st down. They move left to right, set on the near hash mark. Beauchamp is the running back to the left of his heavily taped quarterback, Caleb Deal. Deal changing the play now, steps up, gives it to his offensive line. Now back in the shotgun, straight drop back, big rush, and it is intercepted. Intercepted by Ouachita. Let's see if they said he was bobbling it going out of bounds. I don't think so.
I think that's the right call. He did catch it, but
okay.
I think his knee was down as he was still bobbling. But Phillips made a nice play on that ball.
Yeah.
That's the first time this drive Ouachita's actually forced the issue.
That was Torian Phillips, yep.
Yeah, they brought a blitz that time. They had not been bringing blitzes, and looking at the replay, I think he was out when he did that. But Ouachita just been playing pretty vanilla. That time bring the blitz, force the bad throw. We'll see what they do here on 3rd down, see if they try and force an issue again too.
3rd and 6, ball at the Ouachita 27. Set on the near hash, out of the shotgun is Deal. Deal with Luna set to his left. Deal will pass. Got a receiver, knocked down. Had a receiver at the 23, intended receiver on the play was Ivory Willwright, but somebody got a hand, I think, in there, Jeff. Let's see what they do on 4th and 6.
Yeah, really good coverage that time. He was able to get to the receiver just as the ball got there, and it was an incompletion, forcing a 4th down.
You could go for the field goal. And they did bring a blitz there again. The Tigers brought a blitz up the middle, and I think that's part of it. Going to go for a long field goal here.
Yep. Cale Purvis is their field goal kicker. This is a 44-yard attempt for Purvis. 44 yards from the near hash mark. Snap, hold, kick. It is no good. He missed it. The Tigers dodged the bullet. 10:56 left.
Had the distance that time, just a little wide.
And now we get to see this offense, which was so explosive, Jeff, in the first half for the first time in the second half.
That kick was not end over end. It was side over side and sailed to the left on him a little bit. So from the right hash mark, he kicked it too far to the left and no good. Ouachita has the ball back. First possession of the 3rd quarter for the Tigers.
1st down, 10 yards to go for Ouachita. Snap, they give on the jet sweep, running room over the 30, over the 35, over the 40, out to the 45-yard line. Boy, hitting that line quickly, Richard, was Ouachita's Nate Stafford.
Yeah, he's got a lot of speed. Just handed it and let him go that time. Jordan Walker in, the freshman from Bryant at quarterback. And there's a lot of new guys out there on the offensive line and the skill position players for Ouachita. But this, we can call them the second team. A lot of these guys can play for a lot of teams.
You better
I think
believe
this
it.
is still going to be some fun to watch on this offense.
And they need the reps right now because you never know when you're going to need them. Walker fakes this time. In trouble. Put the ball on the ground, but Ouachita recovers it, but it's going to be a loss, Jeff, all the way back to the 30-yard line.
Fake to Stafford coming to the other side, and as he was going, I think he wanted to pitch it, but hesitated, and then when he was hit, he dropped the ball. Thankfully, falling on it was Ouachita back Boardley, and so they're going to keep the possession, but a big loss on the play.
2nd and 22, Ouachita now. Ouachita leads 42-7, 9:59 left in the third quarter, and Northwestern had a man clearly over the line.
And the officials did not blow that dead near quick enough. I mean, you got to blow
they didn't, because he went back and tackled the quarterback.
He got hit the quarterback in the back. You got to blow that dead immediately, unabated to the quarterback, and they were kind of tentative blowing the whistle that time.
I tell you, this crew
Offside.
has not had a good day.
Defense number 40, unabated to a back. 5-yard penalty.
They got to blow
second
that
down.
significantly quicker.
Yeah, because you've got to protect that quarterback.
And Walker's fine. I mean, he's a big quarterback, and he's bigger than the guy that hit him, but you still don't want to get hit in the back when you're not expecting it.
2nd and 17 now after the penalty. 2 receivers to either side for Walker. 1 running back for Ouachita. That's Jalen Boardley. So Walker out of the shotgun, going to pass. Has time this time. Can't find anybody open. Going to run and going to kind of stumble forward, Jeff, back to the line of scrimmage at the 35, where it'll be 3rd and 17.
He gave up on the pass and tried to run, but there was traffic. He did struggle back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
3rd down and 17 here for Ouachita. They haven't punted today, have they?
They have not. We'll see if they can keep that streak going.
Trips to the near side, 1 man to the far side. Walker looking to pass. Has time this time. Going deep. Got a receiver. Caught at the 30, the 25, the 20, the 15. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Promised land, Nate Stafford. Walker throws the bomb, and Ouachita scores from 65 yards away.
And Stafford, just another one of those smaller receivers Ouachita has, but so hard to keep up with. He's so fast. Good protection that time for Jordan Walker. He's able to pump fake and then just right down the seam, hit Stafford with a strike and another touchdown, and they don't have to punt again, Rex.
Beautiful pass by Walker, Jeff.
It was. He had plenty of time to find his receiver, and he found Stafford wide open, who broke 1 tackle and made it to the end zone.
Good point, Richard. They still haven't punted. Extra point is up and good, and our score now is Ouachita 49, Northwestern Oklahoma 7. Ouachita football continues in 30 seconds here on the Ouachita Football Network.
I've heard people say Ouachita. Ouachita.
Achita.
Ouachita.
Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Ouachita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Ouachita.
Ouachita. Ouachita.
How would you pronounce it?
Ouachita.
Ouachita.
It's Ouachita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Ouachita, people. It's Ouachita. Ouachita.
Pass caps a 4-play, 73-yard drive. Ouachita now has 24 offensive plays for 440 yards.
Wow, what an offensive day so far, Richard, and it doesn't seem to matter at this point who you've got in the football game, frankly.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a big strike there. They've done it just with everybody, and they're still 18 yards of play right now. I mean, that's – and even that, you're at 3rd, 17, and convert on that? I mean, They're not worried. You got some young guys in. They're not scared to give them a chance to go out and score and do it. They did that time.
Yeah, absolutely. So Ouachita with 49 on the board, 49-7 lead, and 8:50 remaining now in the third quarter of play as Dax Jaggers will kick off yet again for Ouachita, and yet again it goes into and out of the back of the end zone. 1st down and 10 from the 25. you got to wonder, with this score being what it is, how long you leave Deal in there on a bad leg. I mean, you're still going to have 2 games after there.
Yeah, we'll see. And, he's going to want to try and gut it out. You got to give him a ton of credit. I mean, he's trying to gut it out. He's made some good plays. He's limping out there. I mean, give him a ton of credit. He's wanting to lead his team, and he's back out there. But
we're going to see
back out. Just see how much they can protect him and try and, not run with him. That's the thing. If he doesn't get hit, that's one thing, but it's hard not to get hit sometimes.
It really is. Running back is still Zeke Luna on 1st down and 10 from the 25-yard line. 2 receivers to the far side as they give to Luna. Nice hole up the middle for him. He goes over the 30 out to the 31-yard line. That's a quick 6 yards.
Luna is a no-nonsense runner, isn't he? That's just north and south, and he was able to get a good hole at the first break and took the linebackers and secondary to bring him down.
Yeah, he hits the hole quick, and he hits it hard. You got to give him that.
Absolutely. 2nd down and 4. Ball at the 31-yard line. On 2nd down, set up on the near hash mark. Out of the shotgun. Deal gives to Luna again, and he's close, Jeff, very close to a first down. Marked him a little short.
That time hit a little bit sooner, and he went down immediately, so he is short.
Chris Bonner that time. I thought he was going to have some more room, but Chris Bonner, the defensive end, one of those seniors, did a good job crashing down and getting the big tackle there.
3rd down and 1. Ball at the 34-yard line. Clock down to 7:45 left in the 3rd quarter. Ouachita leading 49-7 this afternoon en route to their 5th consecutive victory. On 3rd down and 1. They will come out of the shotgun. Deal gives on the ground to Luna again. Got a first down and more. He's out to the 39-yard line now. A gain of 5. 1st and 10, Jeff, is a lot of young Ouachita defenders in there as they're going pretty heavily with the subs in this second half of play.
Now they're going to bring a wholesale substitution on the defensive line. The starters back in the game.
1st down and 10. Ball at the 39. 49-7 Ouachita. 7 minutes left, 3rd quarter. Ball set right in the middle of the field. They're moving left to right. Deal will throw. Got a receiver high in the air, but the tackle is made immediately after only a short gain. That time it was Pierce Smalley, the senior out of Hot Springs.
Yeah, they're going to give him, I think they're going to give him 1.5 yards. I think that's pretty generous.
I'd agree.
Smalley was on him, and by the time he was on the ground, he was about 2 or 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage, but not much. And Smalley's been pretty physical on those short routes today. He's looking pretty good.
We'll call it 2nd and 9 with trips to the near side, 1 man to the far side. They come out of the pistol this time. Deal looking over to his sideline. Now appears to be changing the play, looking at the plays on his arm, taking his time. His tackle turning around looking at him like, what do we do? He's going to throw a pass, going to come near side. Got a receiver at the 39, drops the football as, boy, they're going to say incomplete now. Pierce Smalley came on a mission that time and threw the receiver down, Jeff. The ball came out.
Very close to a completion and a fumble. Ball rolled out of bounds anyway, and they ruled that he didn't have complete control of it, but he never got control of it because he got hit very hard by Smalley.
So 3rd down and 9 now. Another passing situation for Caleb Deal midway through this 3rd quarter with Ouachita leading 49-7. Out of the shotgun, straight drop. Got a receiver coming out of the backfield, breaks a Ouachita tackle, does not break a second one, however, Richard, and they're going to have to punt the football from the 44.
Yeah, Hutch Grace almost had him, but he didn't get him, but coming to clean up were Cortavian McMillan and then also KJ Colin. Both of them came with bad intentions and forced him out pretty rudely, and so they're going to have to punt the football. Ouachita's going to have a chance at a return here.
4th down and 5 from the 44-yard line.
Ouachita's going to put a new man deep this
time.
I
was going to say they are even substituting on special teams at this point. Carson Darby, a freshman out of Parish Episcopal in Dallas. High snap, beautiful punt. Darby will allow it to bounce, take a bit of a Ouachita bounce, but still they'll be pretty deep at the 17, Jeff.
Well, Ouachita's had some long drives and just a few plays. They're going to have to come out and try to do it again. Once again, a true freshman replacing a true freshman for the second half at quarterback as Jordan Walker is back in.
Yep. And, man, what a beautiful pass on that previous possession by Jordan Walker, Jeff, for the touchdown.
Great time provided by the offensive line and a pinpoint, beautiful pass, as you said, deep down the middle of the field, resulting in a touchdown.
Walker will come out of the shotgun. One running back going to give on the ground. Bordley's going to have 5 yards up, or 3 yards up to the 20. Second down and 7 from the 20. You got to feel pretty good, Richard, about your future when you have two true freshmen that are this good at quarterback.
Yeah, and they got another one that hadn't played much that I've heard is pretty good as well. I think they've got a good stable there and got a lot of good skill position players out there as well. It's going to be fun to watch them. I think Ouachita may keep it on the ground more here on this drive.
I agree. Run some clock. Well, as you say it, they're going to throw the football. Got a wide open receiver, 40, 45, 50, 40. He's gone. 30, 20, cuts across the middle of the field, not going to make it. They're going to get to the 5-yard line, bringing it in for Washington. Jalen Bordley all the way down to the 5.
Just the old wheel route that time, and great job by Walker. He really just lofted that out there. If he thrown it on a rope, it probably would have gotten deflected. A good job just lofting it over the defense. That's tough for freshmen to learn sometime and let Bordley run under it. And it was another big play. Just as soon as we thought they were going to run Rex, they hit the wheel route.
And what a great job of running after getting the football for Bordley. Going to fake to Bordley this time. Pass out into the flats. Wide open receiver to the 2, to the 1, to the promised land. Braden Hendricks takes it in for the touchdown. No, it's Isaac. Braden Hendricks, what I said.
Braden Hendricks was saying it's a senior on senior day.
We're
loving to see Braden Hendricks. He's getting a lot of stuff on the sideline there.
Touchdown Ouachita, and the Tigers have 55 on the point now. On the board. 3:54 left. Snap, hold, kick. No good.
Yeah, I think wide left.
Wow. First one he's missed, I think, this year, isn't it?
I think he missed one early.
Maybe one early. Yeah. Still, with 3:54 left in the third quarter, 55 for Ouachita, 7 for Northwestern Oklahoma. We're a couple of minutes after the top of the hour, so let's pause for station identification on the Ouachita Football Network.
Visit the Ouachita campus store for all your Tiger apparel, merchandise, and gifts. If you need something to wear to show your Tiger pride, stop by the Ouachita campus store on the bottom floor of the Evans Student Center to grab a t-shirt, sweatshirt, polo, or more. If you can't stop by the store on campus, visit us online at bookstore.obu.edu. Make your purchase and we'll send it to you. Support the Tigers by checking out the Ouachita campus store. Go Tigers.
Back in the second half, 1 for 1 on his first drive for 65 yards and a touchdown. On the second drive, a 75-yard pass to Bordley, and then a 5-yard pass for a touchdown to Hendricks. Mr. Walker, who was known for the short touchdown passes early on, making some longer passes now.
I tell you, both quarterbacks have looked great today. Trey Nichols, the true freshman, and now Walker, the true freshman. Jordan Walker out of Bryant. And it's just been all Ouachita today. What a great performance.
He is on the year 5 for 8 with 5 touchdowns passing.
That sounds right. That sounds right.
Not bad.
Not bad, is it?
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, one pass that didn't go for a touchdown.
All right. Yeah. Here is the kick. This is going to be returned out over the 20, out over the 25, out over the 30. That's about as good as you're ever going to see against Ouachita, Richard, out to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I'll revise that. I think 6 of 9 for 5 touchdowns, so my math was a little wrong. But yeah, pretty good return there, and some of those younger guys back out there on defense for the Tigers. 3:45 left to go in the third quarter now, so some of these guys that we haven't seen a whole lot are going to get a really good run.
Lot of
and
work
so
today.
That's really good because, for one, you want to reward them. They've been playing hard in practice. If you look at the Ouachita football Facebook page, these guys are getting Scout Team Player of the Weeks every week, and so you want to recognize them, get them some run, but also, hey, it helps them in the future. It helps them get ready.
I agree. I like it. First down and 10, ball at the 30-yard line. Deal is still in there at quarterback. Fakes to Luna, throws out into the left flats, out to the 30, bulling forward to the 35, Jeff. It'll be a gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
Brock Baker helping to make that tackle on that play. He's back in at safety.
Oh, he was trying to strip that ball, too. He was really trying to strip that ball and didn't quite get it, but second down and decent first down play. Is Deal still gutting it out there at quarterback?
Yep, he is. 2nd down and 5. Ball at the 35-yard line. 2 wide receivers are making trips now to the near side. 1 wide receiver to the far side for Deal. Luna is his running back, set to his right. He does give to Luna. Luna's going to have the first down as he goes over right tackle, and they will move the chains. On the tackle for Ouachita that time, Justin Crutchmer.
Yeah, they still got the 2 linebackers
still
out
got
there.
Crutchmer in there.
Crutchmer and Khalil Smith, which are both second-team linebackers, but they lead the team in tackles, are out there. Everybody else around them is some young guys, so you keeping a little older guys out there with them to get them in the right spot, I think.
But with Northwestern also running the football, Jeff, this clock now really running. This is a fast football game.
Yeah, I think Luna's going to get quite a few carries from here on out. He's looked good, and the passing hasn't always.
First down and 10, ball at the 42-yard line. And indeed, they do go to Luna. Luna is over left tackle out to the 45-yard line. 2nd down and 7 from the 45. I was going to say we'll be out of here early today, but there's about 20 players I want to hear Richard talk to after the game, so maybe not. So many have had a good game, Richard. Have at it when you get down there later. 2nd down and 7, ball at the 45-yard line. Michael Westbrook giggles over there. He knows what it means when I say short post-game show.
You didn't say that.
No, I didn't. I said short game. Big difference. Pass out into the left flats, this time up to the 48-yard line. That's another 3 yards. Now brings up 3rd down, Jeff, 3rd and 4 to be exact.
Might be Luna time, but he's not in the game right now.
I bet they're passing it here.
Yeah, the short passing game has actually been a really good bright spot for Northwestern Oklahoma. The last drive they had a couple that didn't really go, but it's been pretty good, and it's been better when they've rolled the quarterback out. But like I said, Deal's movement is just not as good as it was earlier, so I don't know if they'll roll the pocket.
They come out of the pistol, need about 3.5 yards. He is going to roll out to his right, going to pass too high. Too high, incomplete, 4th down, and Northwestern's going to have to punt it back to Ouachita.
Yeah, he had the tight end, Eric Hayes, 6'5", 215 pounds. I mean, that's a big target out there, and to throw it too high for 6'5" is doing something.
In other words, it was very high, and he could, even at 6'5", he couldn't get up to it. So a chance for a punt return for another of these new players they're putting in there.
Julius Moss back there for the Tigers.
Okay,
now.
That's who it is.
He's a freshman running back from Shreveport.
Well, let's see if he can get a return here. Tigers with a lot of young folks. Low snap. Get it off. He is going to catch it at the 15, up over the 20. He's got running room, up over the 30, 35, 40, 45, all the way out to the 48-yard line. Great job.
Yeah, he's getting a congratulatory slap on the head from a bunch of his teammates right now. Julius Moss has a future at Ouachita, freshman from Calvary Baptist in Shreveport.
Yeah, young man from Shreveport. That's got to be a thrill right there for a true freshman.
Yeah, I mean, gets back there, and, there were some guys coming down on him. I thought he might take a fair catch, but he sees a lane, catches it, and quickly upfield. Nice return.
First down and 10, ball at the 48-yard line. Walker, the quarterback, one running back set to his right. They send a receiver in motion left to right, looking for running room and not finding much that time is Ouachita's Myron Thrash Jr. He's a freshman. Another Bryant boy, Michael.
Him and Walker played together at Bryant, and so they were out there together at running back and quarterback, and that's a pretty familiar thing for him, although Myron Thrash went for a lot of touchdowns and a lot of yards in high school. He's going to be a good running back for the Tigers. Just wasn't able to get free that time.
Yeah, absolutely he is. Second down and 12. It was a loss of 2 that time as we're down to 13 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Ouachita leading 55-7. And seeing a lot of new folks here. Send a man in motion, and now we got a stoppage of play with 4 seconds left. It's a Ouachita timeout, so we will pause. 4 seconds left, third quarter. Ouachita 55, Northwestern Oklahoma 7. Ouachita football 2025 continues in 30 seconds here on the Ouachita Football Network.
Owned by Ouachita alumni, Java Primo Coffee House, Cafe, and more in downtown Arkadelphia is a must-stop for everyone. Stop by in the morning for fresh coffee, a specialty coffee drink, or a full breakfast. Come back at lunch, or in the evening for burgers like the Primo Burger, the pulled pork burger, or the mac and cheese burger. Maybe it's a salad, a wrap, a quesadilla, or one of our varieties of pizza. And don't forget to top it off with a sweet treat that puts the cherry on top of a great meal. That's Java Primo on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia.
Ouachita 55, Northwest Oklahoma 7. Is it a good idea to recruit from Bryant High School? Well, the center, the quarterback, one of the running backs, all from Bryant as the young guys are getting to play. And there's another Bryant guy sitting next to me.
Yeah, Michael Westbrook, the voice of the Hornets, working with us. You'll hear
they've
from
won a
him.
few games.
They have won a few games the last few years. Quarterback keeps it himself this time. Got some running room as he goes to midfield, and that ends the third quarter. Gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 8 from midfield when play resumes. 3 quarters in the books. All Ouachita. It's Ouachita 55, Northwestern Oklahoma 7. Ouachita football 2025, presented by Visit Hot Springs, continues in 60 seconds here on the Ouachita Football Network.
At Berry & Turnage, we specialize in bringing the law to your corner. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. With over 30 years of experience and a proven track record of success, Berry & Turnage is here to lead you down a path to the results you need. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them. Berry & Turnage. Serious injuries require serious attorneys.
So with the football.
3rd down and 8 for the Tigers as they work from midfield. Walker's going to pass this time. Got lots of time. Now he's going to tuck. He's going to run, but he's not going to have the first down, Jeff. He gets to the 44. That's a gain of 6, but he needed 8.
Linebacker got there in time to stop him.
It's a nice tackle. Aiden Lewis. That's not an easy man to bring down in the open field.
We are literally going to see the first Ouachita punt now, Richard.
Yeah, and this is a great opportunity to drop it down inside the 10 right here for the Ouachita punter, Nick Parker.
Nick Parker's been as lonely as the Maytag repairman. I dated myself right then, didn't I, Jeff? He hadn't had much work today. It's been all offense for Ouachita. Nice punt, high, and it is going to be fair caught down near the 10-yard line. They're going to say the 14 to be exact. Also, Jeff, we've got a flag down on the field.
Yeah, coming at the very end of the play. Officials want to talk about it.
I mean, I think Ouachita caught it. I think that's technically illegal touching, and the ball dies right there, I think is what happens. But it's Stephen Weston. He's kind of thinking he lost track
Kick
of
catch interference, number 3 kicking team. 15-yard penalty for another run, first
kick
out.
interference. That's not kick. I don't think that's the case.
No,
he was
now
not trying to field the
talking to
ball.
the officials again. Yeah. Coach Knight.
I mean, because they weren't even
explaining to
trying
the
to
officials
catch.
what happened.
They weren't trying to catch it. They were nowhere near it. That's not. It's not kick. I don't think that's right.
They've had a long afternoon, this crew. Not as long an afternoon as Northwestern, but still. And they're still talking it over even after the referee made the call.
Yeah, they've announced that they have to go with it now. I think they're going to do 15 yards because of that, but that's not 15. That's not a 15-yard penalty. It's not kick catch interference when nobody's trying to catch it. There is a illegal touching element. I don't know exactly what that is because it doesn't come into play a whole lot, and I'll admit I'd need to look that up, but I thought that might be what that was for.
First down and 10. It'll be at the 28-yard line. We started cloudy today, Jeff. Now it's turned into a nice, partly cloudy, sunny afternoon.
It's so sunny it's easy to be confused. He marked it off 16 yards.
First down and 10 from the 28. Give on the ground, coming left, out over the 30, out to the 32-yard line goes Northwestern's Luke Beauchamp, the 6'2", 195-pound redshirt freshman out of Owasso, Oklahoma.
Explanation we've gotten is if the return man signaled for the fair catch, you have to let it bounce before you can catch it. I did not see if he called fair catch or not, so that may have been what it was, but one of the more confusing calls. You don't see that called very often.
No, you really don't. From the 32-yard line, they come out of the pistol this time. Caleb Deal is the quarterback for Northwestern Oklahoma. Ouachita leads 55-7, 13.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Gibbs just on the ground again. Good second effort by the running back as he pushes up over the 35 to the 37. It's a gain of 5, Jeff, and it'll bring up third and 1.
Third string running back, but looking pretty strong here in the second half, especially with the injury to Cobbs. You wonder if he might see a lot of action next week.
Third down and 1. Ball at the 37-yard line. Northwestern moving right to left in this third quarter, set up on the far hash mark. Deal will come out of the shotgun with Beauchamp as his running back. Beauchamp gets the give. Beauchamp over right tackle for the first down, rolls off a tackler and goes out to the 43. Gain of 6 there, and it'll be second down and 10.
Yeah, pretty nice job just kind of bouncing and rolling off that tackler to get some extra yards, and they're getting out, across the 40 now, trying to get this ball moving a little bit. Clock running 2:20 or 12:27 to go as they're keeping it on the ground and content to move a little slower here too.
Yeah, but this is a good workout for a lot of young defenders who haven't seen much time in real games this season. Give on the ground. This is Luna back in now. And Luna goes up to the 45-yard line. Another 2 yards, Jeff, and it'll bring up second and 8 now.
What we have not seen is Bernard back in the game, the backup quarterback, a true freshman. He's seen some playing time, but they've really turned this team over to Dill, who's really hanging in there despite being banged up himself.
On second and 8, let's see if they just keep it on the ground. Luna is the running back. Deal is the quarterback. Luna set to his left. Deal is going to pass this time. Comes near side. Got a receiver at the Ouachita 48. Jukes him out, but only goes to the 45-yard line. On the catch for Northwestern, Isaiah Taylor, the senior out of Atlanta, Georgia. He's a transfer from Southern University in Baton Rouge. Not for a first down, Richard, at the Ouachita 45.
Yeah, mix up in coverage that time because he was wide open on the near sideline over here and just kind of had to wait on the football. And you got to expect that when you got some young guys out there at the teaching point. And I think the coaches are talking to somebody over there. They pulled him out for a minute. Can't let that happen again. And they're out across the 50. 11 minutes left to go in this one. West Ouachita defense does not want to give up another touchdown.
No, they do not. First down and 10. They have a 55-7 lead, but you're right. Take great pride, these young people, in trying to keep them out of the end zone. Give on the ground. This is Beauchamp, and he runs into a sea of purple this time, Jeff. They're going to give him to the 43. Gain of 2, second and 8.
It's a good sign, I suppose, for both teams. is that you still hear the pads popping. Some hard hits. Danny Johnson on the tackle that time.
2nd down and 8, ball at the 43. Yeah, give me as many of these tacklers as you can because I like hearing these new names.
Freshman from Pine Bluff.
All right, 2nd down and 8. Ball at the 43. They set on the near hash mark. Deal with one running back, Beauchamp. Beauchamp over left tackle again. Very little there.
Tackle that time, Walter Hicks, another freshman from this one from Benton. I think we've seen him on some special teams making some plays. Good tackle that time from Hicks as he had to reach out and was kind of pinned between two blocks to get the tackle. But 3rd down situation here. Last time in this situation, Northwestern, they kicked the long field goal, wasn't quite from here. So I don't know what they do if they don't get it on 3rd down. We'll see if this defense can rise up and stop them here. Northwest Oklahoma has been pretty good on 3rd down today. They're 10 of 17.
3rd down and 7, ball at the 42 of Ouachita. Would expect Deal to pass here. He's got trips to his right. Looking down the field, goes left side, one-on-one coverage, caught, and a flag down. Going to be interference on Ouachita. Not going to matter, though, Jeff, because he caught the ball anyway.
Great job. Now, the defensive back, also a freshman from Little Rock, Pulaski Academy, KJ Cullen, and he was able to get good coverage, but didn't come
defense,
back and
number 35.
Brent
Penalties decline.
So it's a great job of running with a receiver, but he just has to learn to also be observant about when the ball might be on the way.
Yeah, it's that back shoulder throw, and just a heck of an adjustment that time from Isaiah Taylor. He's letting the Ouachita sideline know about it, but that was a great catch.
Send sophomore Cooper Smith into the game now. Still a lot of young people. They're in the red zone. Let's see if those young people can get a stop. 1st down and 10. Ball at the Ouachita 15. Luna the running back. Deal still the quarterback. Deal throwing again. Again, one-on-one coverage incomplete. No flag down, holding his hand up and saying, I didn't touch him, and he didn't, was Chase Nichols. He's a redshirt freshman, redshirt out of Joe T. Robinson.
Well, and you remember that Southern Arkansas game, he's the one that had the interception at the end of that game, so he's been playing a lot. Now, I wasn't up here. I was down on the sidelines. We didn't talk about it. That hit, they could have called targeting on the quarterback from Southern Arkansas on that hit. It was a nasty hit, but it was a good interception from Nichols. He's back out there again here.
2nd down and 10. Ball at the Ouachita 15-yard line. Out of the pistol this time. Give to the running back, Luna. Luna going to his right, and he's pulled down. Great job that time by Ouachita's Gavin Vest, the redshirt freshman out of Cabot. We've already been talking about him because of the great job he's done on kick coverage, Jeff.
Yeah, he's done a fine job, and that was a good tackle. You want Luna running laterally, not straight ahead, and it did not serve well for him on that play. It was a good tackle.
All right, 3rd and 11 now from the 16 as they will come out of the pistol on what went from a cloudy afternoon to a sunny afternoon. Sun beaming down now, Jeff.
Blue sky looking nice outside.
Beautiful day for college football. He's going to pass, looking left, going into the end zone. Tiger defender fell down, and it is caught for a touchdown, bringing it in Merrick Judd, the sophomore out of Helena, Oklahoma.
Yeah, Jackson Edwards was with him that time, but just stumbled, and that made it an easy pitch and catch. There is a flag at the 31 that would have been after the play, I believe. I did not see it. We'll see what happened there.
We're going to have a discussion again, and we'll see what that is.
I mean, the line of scrimmage was
after
way
the
out.
play. Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 12, offense for taunting. That 15-yard penalty is forced on the ensuing kickoff. That is number 12's first unsportsmanlike conduct foul towards disqualification. Score is good.
Would you taunt when you're behind by this much? That's what I would wonder.
Yeah, that's
not much to taunt about, Jeff. Wow.
I wouldn't think so, but it must have been loud because it was clearly heard by the official
So
some
Ouachita's
distance.
going to get a chance to have a kickoff return, Rex, because they're going to enforce that on the kick.
Yeah, that's just silly there. So here's the extra point attempt. The kick is up, and it is good by Cale Purvis. So 8:11 left in the fourth quarter. Our score now, Ouachita 55, Northwestern Oklahoma, the Taunting Rangers 14. Ouachita football 2025 continues in 30 seconds here on the Ouachita Football Network.
Victory doesn't just happen on game day. It's earned in the sweat, the silence, the prep. No crowd, no lights, just focus. Because when something unexpected happens like an accident, you need a team that's ready. I've been fighting for clients for over 30 years. There's a reason we're still in the game. And at Taylor King Law, we don't just show up. We win. On your side, by your side. The winning side.
Touchdown drive for Northwestern Oklahoma, covering 72 yards. Only 3 of those were pass plays, but the touchdown was a 16-yard pass to Judd. And with 8:11 left in the football game, it's Ouachita 55, Northwestern Oklahoma 14.
On what is now a very sun-splashed afternoon with temperatures in the 60s. Ouachita will make the long trip out to Weatherford, Oklahoma next Saturday. That's a 2 o'clock kickoff. We'll be on the air at 1 o'clock next Saturday afternoon, as Ouachita will be going for a 6th straight victory. So you're right, Richard, a good chance here for a nice kickoff return as they mark off the 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, the return men are standing at the 30-yard line. It's going to be Julius Moss and Jalen Bordley for the Tigers. Moss, we've seen plenty of Bordley this year, and Moss, of course, had the great punt return a moment ago.
And so kicking off for Northwestern will be Cale Purvis, as he's all the way back at his 20-yard line. Feels like one of those kicks from the 20 after a safety, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Yeah. So Tigers with a chance for a good return. Here it is. Oh, it's a good kick. Sends the up man back to his 16, over the 20, over the 30, over the 35, over the 40, over the 45, over midfield, Jeff. And the Tigers are going to start in Northwestern territory.
That's Jalen Bordley. He's got good speed, good moves, a running back on the kickoff return, and he sets up the Tigers' second teamers as they come right back in, ready for action.
We got a new quarterback out there for the Tigers. It's going to be Ty Burleson. He's a freshman from Kaufman, Texas, 6'4", 205. Good looking size out there, big tall quarterback.
So we've seen 3 freshmen work in this football game at quarterback. Hadn't seen much of Burleson this year, but we're going to see him now. Give on the ground, nothing doing, not much blocking that time, Jeff, for Julius Moss, the freshman out of Shreveport. He will lose a yard.
Moss tried to break it to the outside, did not have a block there, and was hit for the loss of a couple. Going to call some new names. I just love this. They're getting in the game. They've been working hard all season. Now they're getting more playing time.
I like being able to call them. I agree. 2nd down and 11 now as Ty Burleson, the freshman from Kaufman, Texas, in at quarterback for Ouachita. Burleson sends the receiver in motion, gives to his running back again, and he loses yardage again.
Yeah, the snap was kind of bobbled that time. Everything was discombobulated, and Moss really never had a chance on that one.
Going to be 3rd and 13 after a loss of another 2. But I go back to the term you used earlier, Richard, which is teaching moments. You're going to have that film and good teaching moments now.
Yeah, you are. And this
for young players.
And we'll see if Burleson will be able to throw the football.
Yeah, they're going to let him throw. Sets up, has time, throws it across the middle, intercepted. Brought out over the 30, out to the 39-yard line on the interception for Northwestern Oklahoma, Kason Olson. And so it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Rangers.
Had a receiver. He was trying to get it Carson Daly, or Darby, excuse me, but just about 4 or 5 yards in front of him and ended up right in the chest of the defender that time.
So let's call it the 40. Northwestern will work from its 40. 1st and 10, trailing Ouachita 55-14 with 6:48 left in the 4th quarter. Tigers on their way to winning their 5th straight conference game. And, Jeff, here's the thing. All 5 have been of margins of more than 20 points. All 5.
Each one we've just seen progress. Tigers
Every
getting
week.
better and better.
Low snap, picked up now, brought over the 45 out to the 47. So pretty good job, Richard, of turning a low snap into a 7-yard gain. That's a redshirt freshman named Jacob Jones.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, he realized very quickly, you know what, I better take off, and he did that time. But kind of surprised they see Jones. We thought we might see back in the game the backup quarterback who played earlier, but going to bring Jones in and give him some reps.
Yep, 2nd and 4 from the 46. Jones Gives over right tackle, over the 50, the Ouachita 49 is Luke Beauchamp, the redshirt freshman out of Owasso, Oklahoma. He's to the Ouachita 49, first down and 10.
That was a really good read option. The quarterback held it for as long as he possibly could, and that really kind of set up Beauchamp with a pretty good edge out there, and he did a good job hitting it pretty quick. So nice job there from the young quarterback.
Northwestern in Ouachita territory, trailing Ouachita 55-14. Clock running, 5:40 left in the fourth quarter. Come out of the pistol this time. Going to give on the ground, over left tackle, good running room inside the 40, down to the Ouachita 36-yard line. It's Beauchamp again, Jeff, and now the Rangers on the move against these Tiger substitutes.
Tackled by Jonathan Blake, another freshman. He is from Crowley, Texas.
First down and 10 from the 36-yard line.
Yeah, we really haven't seen. We've seen a few starters in the second half, but this is as long as I can remember. We've had some of the backups.
Even some
going.
of our undefeated teams. Yeah, I don't remember the backups playing an entire second half.
Yeah, it's good to see him out there.
Yeah, it is, to get that experience. First down and 10 from the 36-yard line. Two wide receivers right, one to the left. They send a tight end in motion now, left to right, and got flags. And I think it's going to go against Northwestern. We also got a timeout, Jeff.
Yeah, they waved off the flag, just a timeout.
Okay, they called a timeout right before the play. All right. So we'll pause. 4:46 left. Ouachita 55, Northwestern Oklahoma 14. Ouachita football 2025, presented by Visit Hot Springs, continues from Cliff Harris Stadium in Arkadelphia in 30 seconds here on the Ouachita Football Network.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. There are so many threats to IT these days, and we're here to help protect your data and devices. We're also by your side when things simply go wrong, whether it's servers crashing or printers breaking. We cover it all for our clients in all types of businesses. And with over 80 years of history in Arkansas, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. Sign up for a free consultation at captg.com.
6-yard line of Ouachita. Northwestern with the freshman in there now. He throws it up. It's kind of a dying duck. I wanted somebody to holler pull and shoot the shotgun that time, Jeff. Second and 10 from 36.
Jones made a deep pass, well covered, though, by Chase Nichols.
We'll bring Michael Westbrook in. You got to like seeing all these Bryan Hornets playing in the second half, Michael.
Yeah, they got their third quarter. We've got some other guys in the fourth quarter now. It really was fun to see the center, the running back, and the quarterback all from Bryant. That was fun. A lot of guys getting in the action from around this area. We've said Joe T. Robinson and Little Rock, and, of course, a lot of Texas players as well.
Second down and 10. Ball at the Ouachita 36. Out of the pistol this time. Give to Beauchamp. Beauchamp's in trouble, and he's not going to go far. He's only going to go to the 35, Jeff. Gain of 1 on the play. Bring up 3rd and 9.
This is a good sign. Good run defense by the young guys after some good pass defense, and it's 3rd down and long. The substitution is limping off the field. Hope he's going to be okay. As Gavin Vest, that really good special teams player, he'll be replaced on this run.
And Hutch Grace is replacing him, another freshman out of Shreveport.
Yep. Jacob Jones is the quarterback now for Northwestern. He's a redshirt freshman. Muskogee, Oklahoma. So he is literally an Okie from Muskogee.
Literally so, as the song says.
The home of Bill Mercer.
Yes, sir. The great broadcaster trained Michael Westbrook. He's looking to pass. He's in trouble. And he finally gets the pass off, and it's knocked down by Ouachita. Now, Jeff, it's 4th down and 9.
Yeah, there's a really fine defensive work by Walter Hicks. Yet another freshman on the field for Ouachita. He batted that one down, playing on the sideline.
I'm sure they'll go for it here, trailing 55-14.
Well, the quarterback didn't realize that. He looked like he was walking off the field. Now he's backpedaling.
Yeah, get back in there. Yeah, Jacob Jones. Again, he's a redshirt freshman. Ouachita en route to its 5th consecutive Great American Conference victory with 2 games still left in this season. out of the shotgun. Straight drop back, in trouble. Escapes one tackler. Does not escape another one, and he's sacked. And the ball will go over to Ouachita. That is Gray Earls on the sack, and the ball goes back to the Tigers.
Earls, yet another really fine player from Joe T. Robinson in Little Rock.
Oh, and they're playing great football again this year. I've got them ranked number 1 in their classification. So from the 41, the Ouachita offense will come on, Jeff, and I would think with a couple of first downs, they can run this clock out. Northwestern's not going to be stopping it.
That is exactly what I'm sure they are planning to do.
Get that running game going. So they brought Walker back in there now, haven't they, looks like. And they give on the ground. Going to be a gain of 2 over left tackle to the 43, 2nd and 8.
Then that's Myron Thrash back in at running back.
It's Thrash back in, all right. Well, if Walker and Thrash, and I just let you do play-by-play, Mike.
Wow, this is pretty wild. I tell you what, we called him Myron the Flash Thrash. He has that track speed. It would be fun to see him break off a big run in this final 3 minutes.
Yeah, you don't really want to top 60 on him, but you can't tell a freshman to fall down. You know, if he gets a chance, go for it. They're going to fake to him this time, throw out into the flats, in trouble, backpedaling, and getting back to the 40. A lot of running, but nowhere to go with all that running was Carson Darby.
Yeah, and it was Brogan Kelly, the linebacker, who applied a pretty solid hit. He's also a freshman out of Daytona, Florida for Northwestern. And we've got a player down.
Yeah, unfortunately, we've got a Northwestern player down, so we'll pause. Ouachita 55, Northwestern Oklahoma 14, 2:53 left in the game. Ouachita football 2025 continues in 30 seconds here on the Ouachita Football Network.
Let Domino's cure your cravings by ordering online, calling us at 246-3131, or dropping by and seeing us on Pine Street in Arkadelphia. Join Domino's Rewards and begin earning rewards in just 2 visits. Check out our $6.99 mix and match and make the whole family happy.
Jordan Walker going out of the shotgun now for Ouachita on 2nd down, or make it 3rd down, excuse me. On 3rd down, he is going to pass the football, in trouble, so he's going to scramble now and be up to just the 43-yard line. So Ouachita will punt it away, Jeff, on 4th down and 8.
Yeah, glad to see Walker is all right. He got hit from behind and from right in the chest at the same time, but he bounces up. He's okay, and they'll punt the ball away.
But this clock is going to run on down here after this punt to the 2-minute timeout. So not much left in this one.
Yeah, they don't actually have to punt it if they don't want to, but I think they'll probably go ahead right at that 2-minute mark.
Yep. What a fun afternoon, though, this has been, to see all these young Ouachita players get to play the entire second half virtually. A Ouachita team that just gets better with each passing week, and they are going to run it down to the 2-minute timeout. So we will pause again. It's Ouachita 55, Northwestern Oklahoma 14. Ouachita football 2025, presented by Visit Hot Springs, continues from Cliff Harris Stadium in Arkadelphia in 30 seconds here on the Ouachita Football Network.
At Knight Insurance Professionals, we offer local expertise, a professional experience, and the attention to detail that you deserve. Knight Insurance Professionals offers a comprehensive list of commercial and personal insurance products and can fit their products to your needs. Insurance can be complicated. Let us take care of it for you. It's the assurance you're looking for when it comes to protecting what's important to you. Knight Insurance Professionals at 10th and Caddo in Arkadelphia. 870-246-3700. Local, professional, personal.
Play 2 minutes left in this football game. Ouachita 55, Northwestern Oklahoma 14. Ouachita set to punt with Mr. Parker on the field.
Nick Parker, Ouachita punter, sets up back at his 28-yard line.
Rex, I think the punt returner is a bit worried about the sun right now.
Yeah, the sun has really come out now. And this field runs east and west.
Yeah, he's looking directly into the sun. Parker kicks it high. This might be difficult to field.
You know, most fields run north and south, but this one, going back to the OAU Williams field day, has always gone east to west, and he's looking due west, Jeff. Days are getting shorter. They're about to be very short after the time change tonight. It'll be dark by 5:20 on Sunday afternoon. Parker takes the snap, kicks it out of there, and he went off the side of his foot. He's not happy at all.
No.
He puts his hands up on his head, on his helmet, Michael.
I don't know if it makes it to midfield. That just barely. Oh, my.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he really muffed that one badly. Well, another teaching moment.
That's a 15-yard punt.
That looked like fans going after a home run there. They wanted to catch that one. It almost got out there.
Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. First down and 10 from the 42. Minute 52 left. Northwestern with the football, trailing Ouachita 55-14. Quarterback for Northwestern is Jacob Jones, the redshirt freshman. He goes out of the pistol, fumbles the football. His running back falls back on it, but this is now kind of, as blowouts sometimes do, Michael, turned into a bit of a comedy of errors at the end.
Well, you alluded to it in the first quarter, what Dr. Root saw last night. I had a running clock in the fourth quarter as well, so we've seen a little bit of this in the last 24 hours.
Yeah, you don't get a running clock in college, but you get a bunch of young people on either side, games already decided, and it can become a bit error-prone, shall we say, Jeff, down the stretch.
That's exactly right. That time the center just rolled it to his quarterback who kicked it.
Second down and 17. He's just going to give on the ground, and it's going to be a 1-yard gain out to the 36 and make it 3rd and 16. And we got a minute 3 left in this one. There's no reason for anybody to stop the clock. Ouachita fans are leaving very happy. They're watching a team get better with each passing week. It started out frustrating, but I can tell you there's still games left, but I've had a lot of fun this season, Jeff. It is fun watching a team get better and better week after week, and they're young.
I could not agree more. I mean, we're talking about young players that have been on the field in the second half. A lot of the starters are young players as well, and Ouachita is getting better and better.
Give on the ground again. Again, it's just 1 yard, Michael. And they will send their punter on. Well, no, I think they run it out now. Nope, don't have to now. This one's going to run out. We're down to 19 seconds. You're going to be able to paint this one purple as Ouachita will have won its 5th consecutive Great American Conference game on just a beautiful first day of November. 55-14 your final this afternoon as the Tigers win in a blowout. Jeff, not only 5 straight victories, 5 straight conference victories, and 5 consecutive victories with the margin over 20 points every time.
Never a letdown at all in all of that. Ouachita coming in against a team with only 1 win. They might be looking forward to next week. No, they're ready to play today, and they get a big, big win with a lot of first-half points.
We'll wait on Todd Knight, and Richard will try to catch him. And then, of course, Richard will have a number of the Ouachita players. So stay with us. Todd having a long conversation with the Northwestern head coach after this one as the two teams trade handshakes. But just a great afternoon for Ouachita, and ended up on what was a cloudy afternoon being a sunny afternoon, and a very good crowd as it turned out today.
Yeah, it turned out to be a super crowd here. A lot of folks coming in to see this one. Want to see the seniors, the Hendricks family I see leaving right now. They saw their son score a touchdown today.
And so Richard chasing Coach Knight through the handshaking players, and I think he's going to get him over here.
They're getting close down there.
Ouachita with a 5th consecutive victory, 2 games remaining. Richard, go ahead.
All right, here with head coach Todd Knight. And Coach Knight, you've won 5 games in a row now, and especially today, offense just really, really clicking. It looked like everything you wanted in the first half was there.
Yeah, for sure. And they're hurting a little bit defensively. To give them a little credit on the other side. But man, I thought our quarterback played so good. Our protection was good. Our receivers looking at it and catching it. We dropped a couple, but I thought all in all they did a good job. And the backs too. And just really hitting on all cylinders over there.
Mark of a good team is, practicing well, you always talk about, and also never taking an opponent for granted. It didn't seem like y'all did that at all, and some senior leadership probably helped on that, and it's senior day.
Well, it's senior day, and that's what I'm most happy about is all of them played. Every guy got to play. Some of those guys were not getting to play, and everybody got in the game. So very proud of the football team, proud of the win, and like you said, I'm probably most proud of the way we're practicing.
Not just seniors, you had a lot of freshmen make some really good plays in that second half.
Oh, yeah, for sure. In fact, honestly, I thought defensively we were a little bit more stingy when the young guys were in there. I thought they did a good job in that second half, and proud of those guys, too.
Thanks, Coach. Congrats on the win.
All right, I'm going to get started here on the Church at Rock Creek final statistics, Michael, if you'll keep an eye on Richard, and you can just interrupt me when they're through talking to the team and he starts getting some players. 55-14 Ouachita this afternoon. Ouachita finished with 15 first downs. Northwestern Oklahoma had 21. Ouachita 21 rushing plays, 218 yards, 43 rushing plays for Northwestern, 113 yards. Ouachita 10 of 15 through the air, 1 interception, 305 yards passing. Northwestern 25 of 41 passes they attempted and 1 interception for 207 yards. Ouachita topped the 500-yard mark today. Tigers had 36 plays, 523 yards. Northwestern 84 plays, 320 yards. Interceptions, Ouachita again, 1, no return. Northwestern 1, a 9-yard return. Ouachita just 2 punts. Unfortunately, not a good average. 23 yards after that shank at the end. 5 punts for Northwestern, averaging 36.2 yards per punt. Ouachita had 1 fumble, did not lose it. Northwestern had 2 fumbles and did not lose either one. Ouachita 5 penalties for 60 yards. Northwestern 6 penalties for 60 yards. Northwestern leads in time of possession just because Ouachita was scoring so quickly. Listen to this. 39-23 for Northwestern, 14-27 is all Ouachita had the football because they were scoring quickly. 12 of 22 on third down for Northwestern, 3 of 6 for Ouachita. Northwestern 0 for 1 on fourth down. Northwestern 1 for 1 in the red zone. Ouachita 3 for 3 this afternoon in the red zone. Richard, go ahead.
All right, here with offensive lineman Brett Barbary, and you've been around for a while. You're one of those guys, the leaders out here. And on a game like this, you expect to win coming in. How do you kind of keep the sharpness throughout the week and come out and it didn't look like there was any letdown? Y'all ready to go from the very beginning?
Well, for the most part, it starts on practice on Monday. It's the beginning of the week thing, and you can't take any practice for granted because, last year we lost a game where we really should have won. And I feel like all of us had that bad taste in our mouth still, especially since it was pretty much the same situation coming in, yeah. We don't like Halloween, all right, but we love playing on it.
All right, well, take us through one of the big plays was Lyric Treadwell's long touchdown run. You're lined up, I believe, at left guard, and you pull, and you kind of get that kick-out block on that defensive end, so take us through that play. And that's the block that really sprung it.
Well, it was easy because, there was nobody else after we kicked him out. And then I just look up, and he's gone. There's nobody catching him. Lyric's one of the fastest guys on our team. And I'm chasing him down. I'm not catching up. I just want to go celebrate with him,
You're not as fast as he is. You weren't catching.
I can't get down there in time.
I don't think I've actually asked who is the fastest on the team.
I don't know. That's a great question. Probably still Mac. Mac's pretty fast.
That's kind of what
him or Trey Nichols. He's pretty quick.
Yeah, both those guys is kind of what we figured. But offensive linemen, y'all it just seems like have been gelling so much more the last few weeks and just seems like just clicking on all cylinders up there up front.
Yeah, we really just came together as a family more than anything else. And, it's kind of spread down from the older guys to the younger guys. Like Cairo's having to play more. We're getting him in games. We want him in there. That dude's going to be a stud one day. And we really just want to keep gelling and keep going. We've got 2 more games, and who knows what else can happen, So we just want to keep coming out and keep dominating some games.
It's a lot of fun when you got the skill position guys y'all got.
No kidding, because they spring some stuff, and we just get to go have fun with them in the end zone.
All right, Alex, congrats on the win, and thanks. Let's up over
That's a
here
great
now.
interview. I love
stay with offense for a minute. Got Carter McElhaney. And Carter, y'all started out quick. I think at one point we looked, y'all had scored 3 touchdowns on 5 offensive plays, and 2 of those were yours. Of course, the first long bomb. Is that something y'all kind of had scripted coming in?
Yeah, I mean, we knew all week we wanted to come out and, throw a long ball first play of the game, and, I mean, that's just what we came out and did.
How much that is? I know y'all remember Halloween last year, kind of come out and set the tone from the beginning.
I mean, we kind of took it as, like, don't come out and take this game for granted. I mean, it's just another one on our schedule, and, we took it serious all week.
There's a couple plays where, and one of them, your touchdown, the touchdown run, guys had angles on you. You have to see, they got an angle on me. You just know you're outrunning them?
Yeah, I mean, on that one, I figured if I just kept running, he wouldn't tackle me before the end zone.
Talk about the growth of your quarterback, Trey. I mean, there's some plays where I thought he was going to take off and run. He just pulls up and throws, and he's a freshman, but a lot of growth there.
Yeah, I mean, you can see week to week the improvements he's making. I mean, you go back and look at Snoo, and you see his first read was to take off and run. I mean, you can see week to week that he's looking downfield whenever he's scrambling and just making plays.
I know the season really didn't start out like everybody wanted, but the way y'all have improved and the win streak you're on, it's as fun as we've had. I mean, it's just as fun as any other season. It's got to be really fulfilling for y'all, too.
Yeah, I mean, we started out 1-3, but we've kind of picked it up lately, and it's, for these seniors on senior day, it's really special to come out here and get a big win like that.
When you can see the vision, too, with the offense clicking like that, some of the things that were changed, it just took a little while, it seemed like, to gel.
Right, yeah, every week we improve, offensively, and it's like I said, it's just good to see that we've made strides towards the right direction, and, I mean, I still feel like we're figuring it out.
All right, thanks. Congrats on the win. Look forward to a few more big plays coming up. Let's stay on offense. Trey, pop on over here real quick. You only have to play the first half.
Trey Nichols, the freshman quarterback.
Seemed like y'all were able to do anything you wanted to out there on offense.
Yes, sir. It was just, a good game. We had a great game plan. As usual, just coming out and playing.
We talked to Carter a minute ago, and you knew you were going to call that bomb a few days ago probably to start off. But as that play's developing, your eyes kind of get wide. I meant to ask Carter about this. Also, I got to ask him about that referee he almost bumped into down there. Your eyes get wide and see, oh, man, this is going to be touchdown. And then do you see that almost collision with the ref and get a little worried down there?
Yeah, for a little bit. Sometimes they be in the way, but I'm just glad it all worked out. We communicated it since Monday, actually, knew we was going to come out and just coming out, playing, like I said, and just communication, that's big.
Well, you only took off and ran one time today. It was for 25 yards. I think your best play, though, was when you took off and ran and you ended up throwing down the field to Bo Baker. You had a linebacker, number 40 for them, out in front of you. Looked like you'd be able to juke him and get some more yards if you wanted, but you pulled up the last minute, throw a pass. He's pretty well guarded down the field, but a great pass. He goes up and gets it. So what'd you see on that play? And talk about your development on thinking, hey, I want to not run this one and throw this one.
Before the play started, I had my mind made up on where I really wanted to go. But if you really just go back and see, I seen Bo's, man. He already had him beat, and I just came out, seen him roll out. His head was turned, and I just threw it up. Not just threw it up, but threw it to where he could make the play, and, he just made the play and scored.
Last 2 games, really last 4 games, the offense is just clicking. It looks like y'all just having a ton of fun out there.
Yes, sir. We just keep on playing, just having fun, keeping the energy up, like I said last time. It's been a very enjoyable ride so far. We hope to finish it out in the playoffs, for sure.
All right, thanks. Congrats on the win. We'll go defense now. Let's talk to Gabe first. Gabe, on that first drive of the game, they were kind of driving down there a little bit.
Bonner, the defensive back.
A lot of short passes, which they had some success with today, but they tried deep one. It looks like right off the get-go it's overthrown, and you're reading it pretty well. And you ended up with the interception. Take us through that play.
So basically we was in like a cover 2 to the field, and my coach was just telling me all week, like, get Deb. Like, he's going to throw it, and then he threw it, so I just caught it.
Your defense, coming in the game tied for number 1 in the country in turnover margin, tied for number 3 in the country in turnovers forced. I think we said 8 different players have had an interception so far this year. Take us through what it is on the defense. Is it just contagious?
It's just, yeah. Our coaches, they preach, run to the ball, be physical, do everything, just run full speed when you do it. So that correlates, come out here to the field, and, yeah, we just do what we do.
You got a lot of guys in the secondary, you included, that are older guys. You got a bunch of juniors and seniors back there, and it seems like y'all as a unit and everybody's just continuing to get better as this year goes along. What do you feel like is y'all's strength back there?
I would say it's everywhere. Everybody has a role. Everybody does their job. Our coaches get us prepared so well throughout the week, and then we just come out here and do what we do, execute every week.
This is your second pick of the year, right, wasn't it?
My second pick of the year.
All right, let's get 3 next week. Yes, all right, thanks. Let's get Mario Ganter Jr. over here. We've talked to him a lot through the years. mean, you've been starting and playing a ton since your freshman year. You're a senior out here on senior day. It's got to feel a little surreal.
Yeah, I mean, 4 years here, it feels like a movie. That's one thing I can say, and I'm grateful for all the 4 years that I've played here. And tonight, getting to see young guys just like I was 4 years ago, getting the reps in, making plays, man. It's an unbelievable feeling.
Yeah, as an older guy, I mean, you didn't even play. You may have played that first drive of the second half. You didn't play much the second half. What's your role when you sit out there cheerleading and just having fun with some of those guys out there?
Well, it's kind of like when the young guys get in, they're just the one. So when I'm on the sideline, I still coach them. And then once they make a play, I celebrate with them just like they would for me.
There's some young talent out there, isn't there?
Yes, sir, there is.
Well, you almost had a pick, it looked like. They threw it in the end zone, you knock it away. How close were you getting a pick on that one?
I was super close. He held my other arm, so I couldn't really get it up. But, I mean, next week would just be another week and just keep prepping and staying into my technique.
So the old defensive back saying offensive pass interference that they never call, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, let's see. It was senior day today, but you still got 2 games. It's not like it's over. You still got the road trip to Southwest Oklahoma. They're doing much better this year, and just always a tough place to play out there. And then, of course, you got Battle Ravine after that. So it's kind of like it's not the end of the year. We still got a lot to go for, so you kind of have to reset and get right back into it.
Our coach told us we have 24 hours for Sunday to recovery, and then Monday we're hitting it hard again.
Yeah, you've had a few games here where Southern Arkansas wasn't supposed to be easy, but you made it look easy. These next 2 opponents are seeming like it's going to be tough ones.
Yes, sir. I think the biggest thing that we have is we're getting the offense going, we're getting the defense hyped up, and special teams, that's always a big one for us. And so I think when all 3 phases play together, it's unbelievable what we can do.
What are you seeing from the offense? You're on the sideline getting to watch them. You're seeing in real speed how fast they're moving. What are you seeing?
Man, I mean, O-line doing their job. They're blocking every single play. Quarterback making the right reads. Running back is just running physical. He's running hard. And then receivers are getting open. I mean, we practice against them a lot, and we try to do our best against them. And so I guess it shows when it comes out here.
When you practice against Carter, can you hang with him step for step?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Hey, don't let him fool you. Don't let him fool you.
All right, well, you're the second fastest guy in the conference maybe then or something. So, well, congrats on the win and a fun senior day, and we'll look forward to a few more big weeks.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Richard. Some common themes, Jeff, in those interviews. One player used the term coming together as a family. They all talked about, how much they still have to play for, that they only celebrate 24 hours. They hit it hard again Monday. This is a team that's still hungry. They want to win out, finish the season with 7 straight victories. I think they're certainly capable of doing that. They've got 5 consecutive victories right now, and suddenly that frustrating 1-3 start almost seems like ancient history.
It really does. I think all of those things you just pointed to, Rex, point to this. Really good practices.
Yeah.
Really good practices where they want to be there, they want to get better, they have a good feeling about each other, they cheer each other on at practice just like they do at the games. There was a point in the second half where the crowd was pretty quiet because the game had been decided, and a lot of what we were hearing were the veteran players cheering on the younger players that were on the field. It was so encouraging to see. Nobody is disengaged despite the score. The senior players are up, and they're cheering on the younger guys, and they're talking about, that used to be me 4 years ago, and we want to finish this season well, and everybody's coming together to make it happen.
This team is not going to win a conference championship, and Ouachita's won more conference championships than anybody else in the history of the GAC. It's not going to go to the playoffs, but Todd Knight telling me earlier this week, this is as much fun coaching as I've had in a long time.
It's because the players are so into it. They want to win just like he does, and we've seen that improvement because of the very fine coaching that has created a culture that leads to players reacting in this way.
All right, as we hit the top of the hour, let's pause for station identification on this, the Ouachita Football Network.
Hi, everybody. This is John Fanta with Fox Sports and the Big East Digital Network.
Hi, this is Brad Sham, voice of the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm Nicole Auerbach.
Kevin Kugler of Westwood One.
Hi, everybody. It's Pete Pranica of the Memphis Grizzlies and Fox Sports Southeast.
Hi, this is Chuck Swirsky with the Chicago Bulls, our flagship station, 670 The Score.
This is Kyle Peterson with ESPN. This is Tom Hart at ESPN and the SEC Network. Thanks for tuning in to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.